Nice.
You guys are hot.
I'm hot.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I am sexy. I am soda.
Purple is the theme tonight, it looks like.
That's the color of my room.
This is what I see, okay. What? But the kill cam doesn't show it. Show it. I'm sagging and I know it. What's up, everybody? Everybody's so glad to be here. Look at the smiling faces we have tonight.
That's great.
I'm trying to hook this up. Saying it's
I
not
love
connected.
that tiny little keyboard. I have one of those somewhere in here.
Thank you.
Those are so convenient. Yes, to my right, the very mohawked one known as Blacklight Oni. He's back from his hunting excursion and killing Pumbaa's parents. Please welcome Hero.
Well, full disclosure, I was just getting I was just picking out my plots that I'm going to hunt this year.
And he's got the best shirt on ever.
Oh yeah, that shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Thor.
I'm really not a fan of what Marvel did to Thor as a character in the movies. It was funny. It was too slapsticky for me, but I love the shirt because it's funny, and Soda got it for me. So.
And please welcome Soda Pop.
What's up, guys?
And I'm Chieftain, and Hero got me that for Christmas.
Yes. Absolutely.
Shout
Actually,
out.
Mine's up there somewhere. Let's see.
Yeah, it's up there somewhere.
Let me try to see Pickle Rick. He's somewhere.
You got Pickle Rick somewhere?
Yeah, he's up there somewhere.
Pickle Rick!
I'm Pickle Rick.
I don't know. Fuck. He's cut off.
So, hello, Gazoo. Hello, Honey Badger. It feels like Romper Room. Hello, Rogue Penguin. She says, hello, my favorite people.
Hey, what up, Penguin?
Yeah, hello, my favorite people. You never messaged me about if you wanted people's addresses, or you couldn't actually message everybody on our Discord channel because you mentioned sending shirts out. So if you want to just PM any of the hosts in our channel, they'd be more than happy to. You can converse with them and let them know. I'm not going to give anyone's addresses out on the live, obviously. That would not be.
Mine is no.
He's in Arlington, Texas.
I used to be.
He's the neighbor of the Rippaverse. Oh, Sleepy Crow is here, and he's yelling. They're yelling to Sup Hero. So is that
Hey,
from
what
the
up?
Hero?
Oh, I know who that is.
Okay.
Bird themed people.
He's hurting all the people. Not hurting, but hurting, like a cow, like herds.
Oh,
Like,
I thought you were burping.
Yeah, not hurting people. He can't hurt anybody. Maybe from his giant hugs, because he's just a warm and jovial fellow. And we're so glad he's back.
I can be a cow.
I could be a cow. Moo.
That means so many different things, and it's kind of terrifying.
It is kind of scary.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude.
Chieftain got me this temp hat. So.
Yeah, it's the steampunk hat I bought you.
Yeah.
Is that the back corner of your computer room, your office? So
It is. Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
behind me.
Yeah. He's got an IRL background.
yeah, it's
Man.
actually kind of cool. I think it
I
worked
love
out.
that. It adds some quality to the show.
Yeah.
It's like everyone has their very unique backgrounds, you know. Oni's got the awesome narwhal and stuffed animals, which is fucking awesome. And
Soon.
I'm gonna buy one of those and like hang him from mine.
Can't hang a vampire to kill him.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. God damn it.
and military attire, of course.
Pretty
For being a
soon.
Marine, right? I'm not gonna try. I have a learning disability, and I always forget the name, so I'm not even gonna try to.
The story.
I was telling someone last night I can never get that piece of attire like stuck in my head. I can never remember the right term, so I'm never going to say it again.
That is
Cover.
Kazoo. That is from the.
It's what cover?
A
It's a
cover.
learning Oni, I want to let you know it's a learning disability. I just
I
can't
know.
remember it. I'm sorry. It's
Sorry.
a cover.
Oni, so
I
you
like
know-
that. Oh, look at that! It has the logo in the front. Oh, that looks. I like the subtlety. I like the one on the right now. I like this one better. I like the black marine logo on that a lot.
This
better.
is a Service Alpha's cover. So
Okay.
now this is when they switched them to unisex covers. I do
Uh-huh.
still have what we nicknamed our Ophame Johnson cover.
Uh-huh.
Nicknamed that because it was the cover when Ophame Johnson became a Marine. She was the first
Okay.
sworn in official female Marine ever. And those covers were in service until I want to say 2015. And then because we're the band, we represent the Marine Corps a little bit more with our uniforms. So we had updated uniforms sooner than other units, and it was kind of mandated. Then we switched over to these unisex covers. So the Service Alphas are your olive drab, very sharp jackets. So it's a great uniform. The Service Alphas don't get enough love. Okay, don't get me wrong. Dress blues are definitely where it's at, but you got to give some love to the greens.
I have also another question with that. When you're in your dress covers and outfits, do they, like the sheriff's department, they have something that goes over it not to ruin the cover? Do you have anything that goes over the top of it, or like say it's in the rain and you're standing at attention in the rain?
You suck it up.
I was just asking if they had anything. So
No,
they don't have anything.
No,
Okay.
no, we don't do that shit. The cover is what you get. It protects your dome, and that's about all you fucking pray you don't get struck by lightning, and don't be the tall one. That's about all you can hope for.
Oh yeah, I don't think you ever had a problem with that one, did you?
No, but also as in the band, depending on certain types of weather conditions, we could leave something early or be modified for it, because some instruments tend to do this really nifty thing called absorb water and then get fucking ruined.
Yep.
Which is, a lot of money for, the Marine Corps to spend. So you don't just hang out there in the rain unless it's going to be something quick where it's like, oh, fuck. Okay, let's go. Fuck this shit. What?
I want your blessing on this. Because when I was editing stuff, I noticed you say the word fuck a whole lot.
No.
Can we start a fuck count during the live?
Yes.
Just to see how many times you say it?
Yes, I want to roll.
We'll have to call it something interesting.
Well, yeah, we'd have I think that'll be amazing, because I'm cutting through stuff. I'm like, oh, I can't. That's gonna be clipped. Okay, all right. Let me go around. Oh, I'm leaving the word "fuck" in this because it's great. so it's like there was one. It's like you told me. Okay, you said like this is what you was like. Oh, shut up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. That's what you said to me, and then you said something, and I'm like, I didn't even realize she said that on the live. She told me to shut the fuck up.
The fucking swear jar.
The fucking swear jar.
No, we could just call it the swear jar.
The swear jar is fine.
Yeah.
That's funny though, because like you can use fuck in every term and it just makes sense. Like I fucking love that dragon, or that's not a fucking dragon. It just works either way.
Yeah, it's like the old skit from Monty Python that they did. Fuck is an all-around term that can be used as a noun, a pronoun, a proper noun, an adjective, an adverb.
I don't give a fuck. It's fucking
all
great.
of that. It can be anything and everyone. It's great.
The universal
and in case you guys haven't noticed, this is an 18+ live. So if you don't like it, fuck you, you fuckity fuck. But
so anyways, Oni, what I was trying to say before I got ran over about 17 times by Chieftain.
How's it feel?
About normal, because you do it all the fucking time.
Yeah, because you do it to me all the time. But go ahead.
Turnabout's fair play.
Yeah, that's right. ADD power. Go ahead.
But my daughter's catching up to you in stuffed animal collection.
Uh-oh.
You have competition.
I say that every night.
In fact, we went to the store to we were going to get something very specific, and next thing I know, I'm at the counter about to pay for what we're getting, walking out the door, and next thing I know, plop right next to me, a giant Kirby wearing Link's hat and carrying Link's sword plops down next to me on the counter. And I said, no, but I want it.
I want it, and I want it now.
Fine,
I
it's your
want it
birthday.
now.
Here I was like, I'll just steal it later.
Anyways, I just thought I'd share that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Penguin, come in our Discord at night. Your virgin ears will be blown up like mine.
Yeah.
Your
We're
virgin
also-
ears will lose their virginity.
Very quickly.
We're also looking for guest streamers on our channel, Rogue Penguin.
Cough, cough.
We need 2 more people. I have 2 people in mind, and you being one of them. So
I got somebody that may be interested in joining the stream team for later.
yeah, stream team is fun. You get a cool promotion before your stream. All that good stuff. All right, let's do the PSA really quick before we get in trouble.
right.
Attention! The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of the Lagging Out community, Lagging Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're under 18, get bent and pound sand.
And really quick, Great Kazoo, you requested a link of we were talking about the Tesla truck and we were talking about you. I tagged you on the link on Discord and I found the video for you, so I hope you got to see it. Because don't ask me to find it again because now it's buried in like 15 other videos.
No.
But he requested and we deliver. Lagging Out Entertainments. We are here for your entertainments. You hear that?
And your pleasure.
Geeks and Gamers, have us on. Geeks and Gamers, have us on, please. Yeah. We'll have you on. You have us on. Show me mine. I'll show you yours. Giggity. You know, all that good stuff.
You know what? We might be able to get with Mr. July and
Eric, yeah.
see if he could flex some muscles. Be like, here, have this guy on.
Yeah, have at least 2 of us on. That'd be amazing. And we'll have a couple of you guys on. We'll put you in the big box.
A big box.
Put you in the big box. Or you know what I'll do? I'll just complete screen capture the Zoom and just like throw it on there and
Yeah.
don't even have to worry about it and moving.
If we go on their
shots.
show, we could probably set up a stream to run at the same time and run our show at the same time as theirs, and we'll be interviewing them. They'll be interviewing us. Perpetual motion machine.
Yeah, that'd be
Let's
lots
say
of fun.
we'll kick their butts in Mario Kart for charity. Loser has to wear a diaper for a week. I don't know.
On their head.
Yeah. Good golly gosh. Anyways. That's how we get in
Wow.
trouble.
Fuck's sake.
But how do you support us when we're such a small stream and the economy's so bad with the inflation rate at 3.5%? Well, you could do it for free. Time is the most valuable commodity. So give us a shout out, you know. Did anyone see Penguin's shout out to us last week? This week that coming up, it was really nice. It was on TikTok. It was on Instagram. It was really sweet. I think I played it for everybody. She's like, you got to check these guys out. She almost described our podcast 100% correctly. So yeah.
I had to follow her to watch it, and I was like, I'm not a stalker. I'm Soda.
Yeah, I'm not a stalker. Yeah, I'm not following your OnlyFans. I'm good.
Whoa.
Well, not that you know, because you'd have a different name on there. I'm sure you won't have Soda. But
Oh man,
follow-
salty balls.
Oh man, salty balls. There you go. Follow their stream. Tell a friend. Engage with their posts and root for them. You might have seen this, and the quality of the still there is poor quality because it must have been duplicated 1,000 times. So I completely stole that from the interwebs. But yeah, that QR code has been fixed. Thank you to our Nitro boosters. I think we lost one of them, but it's okay. We love you anyway, and those are your names. Thank you.
That's disappointing.
Also, Baldur's Gate, 7:30 Eastern Time. That's 7:30 p.m. You can catch Soda and the Mariner, or the Mariner and Soda. And this is very interesting, guys. And I was showing this example in my class, and I turned this logo into a longer portrait logo, so it's actually longer. And I told AI to create the bottom half for me. It not only created the legs for this guy, it also actually this is clipped off, but there's like some sort of
Poor Will.
character over here, and it made the legs and stuff, and like it blended it in perfect on Photoshop.
Wow.
Well,
So-
you got to go back and put horns on Will now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, huh. Unless you decided to, do that thing you shouldn't do.
Oh,
No.
The not
Manor won't let
recommended.
me do anything I'm not supposed to do.
Look, if you want to give
Boring.
love for Mama K, you can't do that thing.
Yeah, don't do that thing. Also, you will be out a lot of firepower, quite literally and metaphorically.
You get the Microsoft Copilot. Well,
Oh God.
it's Adobe AI.
Yeah, Adobe AI. So this week's trivia was written by whom?
Me.
Okay, this is from Soda.
An Air Force. This is why no one takes you fucking serious.
I knew that was gonna come. So, which console did the U.S. Air Force use to build a supercomputer? It's kind of interesting. Sony PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, or Microsoft Xbox One or X?
I'm-
or-
Pretty sure I know which one they used. If it's the thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I think.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
Me?
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't know if anybody would get the
Sorry.
reference.
I heard it somewhere. I just don't remember where I heard it from.
It was on Adult Swim about 20
We
years.
sucked.
The Air Farce.
I knew when I had Air Force, Sony was going
By
to
the
say
way, that's
something.
not Wii U, it's Wii.
Yeah, don't mess with Nintendo Hero Cry.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
correcting him, and it's the option is Wii, not Wii U.
I applied to Retro Studios, which is a Nintendo affiliate. My friend works there.
Yeah, because
He's
you
the
has a
lead
good point.
animator there. But that doesn't mean shit. This is the funny part, Hero. That Retro Studios was 5 minutes from my house, and I could walk to it from my gym.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
And when I lived in Austin, it's great because there's a 24-hour fitness there. I used to live that part of Austin. But yeah,
Valid point.
here we go.
Hey, Token.
That was awesome.
What?
He
Oh.
put fucking Token and he just slowly
Token,
comes into
not
the
token.
recording.
Token.
I was
TOL.
thinking.
Call him Token. It's racist. You have to call him Token. It's his real name.
Oh, they wouldn't say there. It's not Tokeem. You didn't write.
It's Token, like the Arthur.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm crying. That was funny. Oh god. Yeah, I saw this earlier in the week, and
Oh my
my
gosh.
my mom called me. It's like, you should get a lawyer.
Lol.
Because of the shit that you've gone through with EA Sports, and I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work here because EA's got studios literally all over the world. So, allegations of discrimination by EA developer of Black Panther game. All devs are non-white for safety reasons.
For
Did
safety reasons?
did you-
What?
Yes.
Did you clip that video?
I can find the video. I hope it was.
It's in the
Badger's
Discord.
there. Does Badger have it here? I think I see it.
It
I
is.
think this is it.
all
Is this
over-
it?
No,
No, that's
the
Acolyte. My bad. I can find it as we're talking, but
Yeah, I can grab it real quick while you take the lead, sir.
Yeah, so this is, I can't remember which. I wish it was. I pitched this and I don't fucking remember it. So I essentially saw this on Newsmax on television. So the person, they're non-binary, so they go by they she pronouns.
Of course
We're
they do.
saying that the whole production, and she's worked on other productions before that were non color related, and said that it's a hostile environment, so she is basically self-segregating the entire team because white people in there are going to be dangerous with the way they use production and their microaggressions. They don't even realize that they're doing it. And she says, this isn't racist, but I go,
No.
it's not racist, but we just want to keep some serendipity with the production of the team.
Would you
Now,
like me to quote according to the article?
We got the video right here.
Okay, let me just throw that up there. So is that it right there?
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a link on the bottom, I think. No.
No,
I remember this is the video. I saw the
video.
video.
Yeah, that is the video. I
can't click on it though.
No. That's a screenshot from the video. I'm sorry. I thought the video was in the article.
Okay, sure.
I will. So she leads off by saying things along the lines of, we have the most diverse group of game developers, and then she goes on to say we have very few white people, and then she goes, actually no, we are all non-white. We don't have a single white person on the team. And her explanation was, this isn't racist. We choose not to for our safety. And she just goes off the fucking cliff right there. She goes from, I'm trying to be conscious about other people's feelings, to just straight up fucking racist, because that's what that is. That's racism. She denies that it's racism, but it's racism. Because if I work with white people, sometimes white people just say things that they think is okay, but it's not okay because it's a microaggression. And I'm just like, wow, you're an idiot. That's called racism.
Racism by any other name is still fucking racism.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there's been pushback, or there's been statements from EA saying that this is not how the company runs. We apologize for her things, that thing, and I want her fired.
I mean,
I want her fired.
Well, what happens if they have an all-white staff? That would be racist, wouldn't it?
Right.
Not necessarily. It would be racist if the person running the department that's doing the hiring and firing came out and said, well, I'm doing this for the safety of white people, or I'm hiring people
Can you imagine?
based on skin color, blah, blah, blah. That's racist. But if it's easily provably based off of the merits and quality of work done, like it should be, well, then you're fine. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. If you can do the fucking job and do it fucking good, man, that's 2 for the jar. But
yeah, everyone's reacting to it, including us. Oh, in my For You page, it's us live. Okay, that's good. Is EA racist? Okay, let's see here.
But
I just have everybody's reactions to it. That's
well, in the reactions, you'll also
so many choices on booking.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's an advertisement. Go ahead.
You've got all the people that are reacting to it are playing the clip anyway, so you could probably use one of them. But in truth, a little bit of food for thought there. She also used to work at Sweet Baby Inc.
Oh, imagine that.
Of course she did.
This is what you get when you hire people from that company. That is the caliber of individual that they wanted to do the job.
So would you say that she is a garbage human?
Absolutely would say that she is.
Okay, let's go to the clip. Go to the clip. There we go.
Go to the clip.
I am clearly not a white person. I'm not a white man. I'm a black non-binary woman. So it was pretty difficult for me because a lot of people did not take me seriously when I first joined the industry, which I think is kind of crazy because I'm making a game just like everyone else. So why wouldn't you take me seriously? Like, is it because I'm black? I mean,
no,
it's
your problem.
Are you ready to find that future bae, or will you mess up and fumble the bag?
What the?
Why?
Get to know struggling singles just like you.
What the fuck is this?
It's one of the games that she worked on.
Oh.
If a white man may validate, it would be fucking everywhere. That game would be everywhere.
Delusional.
I love how he does his editing.
That's great.
Actually, it's Extra Girl that does his editing. It's great.
Burgerotic.com. Libs of TikTok tweeted this out. It's been seen by like 4 million people. I'm sure you've all seen it, but we're gonna cover more. Play it it was in development since the notice for 3 years.
I want to see what she said.
So let's hear this very happy young lady talk about her racism.
We're a team of 21 right now for Validate. It's a pretty big team. It's a crazy big team for indie games. But who is your team? Validate has a team of mostly all people of color. We have no white people on our team. I did that because I wanted
racist. Because you're racist.
Yeah, you're fucking racist.
Thank you, Neurotic.
Environment is to be around people who are just like me.
Because
ain't nobody just like you, girl.
White people in the industry are creating unsafe environments.
Yes, you are, because you're a racist.
That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying
They say shit like we would say.
That's what you were saying, you racist.
I mean, there's so much of a flawed logic to a lot of this stuff. I feel like these people don't hear themselves.
Exactly.
They just don't hear it.
Dumb people are put in charge of things because of their skin color and their identity.
Why did I make games?
Diversity.
I don't know. I ask myself this every fucking day. Every day.
It's interesting. I was watching side scrollers before I sat in this chair to do the show. They were watching a video of this person being interviewed by Blacks in Gaming or something. It was really weird. They were interviewing her about her game Validate. She said she loves romantic comedies. She did a romantic video game about dating, but it was all only a certain type of Black people, which is like they were all overweight and had like piercings. It was weird. It was like she just kind of put herself in the game, I guess. I really think the marketplace is going to decide.
Wow.
Well, that's what we've been fighting,
Yeah.
Chris, because you're right. The marketplace ultimately decides. The customer ultimately always wins. Always wins. For the first time
How many
ever,
times have I said that?
2016, the corporatism has fought against the marketplace.
Take
And
my
instead
money.
of reacting to your customers and their needs, you're telling them
Oh,
what
Lord.
they need, and you're forcing stuff on them, and they're just
There's
roundly
soda. There's
rejecting it, and
soda.
then the
There's soda in the
corporations just
back.
wanna
You
start a
fucking see
fight.
him?
Shut up.
They
Shut
invite
up.
On the right?
this cancer in the door.
I was not there.
And they can't
I
get
don't know
rid
what
of
you're
it.
talking
Good
about.
fucking luck getting rid of people like her. Like you said, Chris.
She's
if they're
fucking
saying this
toxic
shit
to the
out
gaming
loud
community.
on
I agree.
streams,
She's
the fuck are they
toxic.
saying behind closed doors? Holy shit.
Look at all the white people. Look at that. She's
And
going to say, I'm being
everybody's
attacked by a
scared.
bunch of
Everybody
white
in the
people. Now
industry is
watch.
Flat out scared because a woman like this will run out and call you a fucking racist.
Yep.
When I mean, it's pure projection.
You're
As our
right,
good
dude.
friend Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers says, those who preach the most have the most to hide.
to work with white people because they think that something made okay, but it was really a microaggression. And no one wants to deal with
I
that.
no
hate
such
that
thing.
fucking term.
Nobody wants to deal
so
with you. Nobody wants to deal with you. You're the kind of person we have to walk on eggshells around because
That's
you're
right.
so easily offended because all of your deep-seated
I
personal
work on
problems,
eggshells every week.
whatever the fuck they are. Nobody wants to deal with you.
And I constantly talk about like being the first of my kind and just being the first to
The
make
first
a
of your
game, like,
kind?
really-
What?
First of your kind? What are you, a lizard
And
person?
one that really just like captured
Do
my myself,
something.
especially when I feel like killing myself over it.
Huh?
I told you, I love their
Christ.
editing.
Chris?
It's just sad to see because I felt like when we got to
All right, we get the fucking gist.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
need to play the whole video, but that clip right there is everything you need to know about that woman. Everything you need to know about what she's doing. She is one on the team that is leading the Black Panther game that's been in development for a long time, and I gotta say I was gonna be really super excited about it because I've been wanting to play a game like that, but now I don't want to because somebody from Sweet Baby Inc. has been had their hands all over it. Get your fucking grubby mitts out of my video games,
Right?
pieces of shit.
Yes. And that's why we have this
Garbage human.
sound effect.
That's right.
But yeah, I can't stand that shit. Oni, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Everything's been said before. Technically, none of this is about the Black Panther game. This is all about their previous works. But I mean,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit of it's a little bit of clickbait because it's not exactly accurate, but the fact that no one knows what their hiring practices are still,
Yeah.
by forcing people out of a conversation, you're only creating more of an echo chamber. And you're doing the exact opposite of what you think you should be doing. Everyone should have a place where they can kind of grow their culture. That's how culture grows. And that's how you build communities. But once you start breaking people down to these little things that are only parts of them, but they don't really have a say in it, whether it's about their gender, their sexuality, their race. These are parts of a person that build who they are, but it's not on choices that they made. They didn't choose to be born. They didn't choose to grow up in a certain area. You know, their parents made them grow up in a certain area. It's like, okay, you're going to live here. Okay. Those things don't nearly matter as much, in my opinion, as the content of your character. And if you keep shutting people out, don't be surprised when you start finding a lot of locked doors.
Yeah, true.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, and then you said it so perfectly. So you knew you did great.
I think you knew.
I think I couldn't have said it better myself. Go ahead,
I think you said it perfectly fine. That's exactly what we need to hear. Yeah, I get it. It's kind of not exactly what we were getting at with the whole thing with the Black Panther video game, but she has been the highlight of it, or of everything revolving around the news involving that game. That game has been in development for like 10 years. Like, so that should, yeah, it's been in development.
So they should hire white people to get it done? Is that what you're saying, Hero?
Whoa, you're racist.
I would say it's more like these games take, like games like this in general, take a long time to develop if you want something of good quality.
Right.
At the same time, there's that danger that we've often talked about it. There is a such thing as development hell. It's not unheard of.
Star Citizen.
It's not unheard of for a video game to take a long time, like 10 years to develop. But at the same time, if you hear things like, oh, they've gone to a new game engine and they're starting over, or they are going through some rewrites, you start hearing news about a game in development that has some difficulties, that's when you need to worry about development hell. But at the same time, almost, and I say almost because there have been exceptions, but almost always when you hear there's a delay on a game, almost always that's a good thing. Almost always. But you have those things like, what was it, Duke Nukem? Yeah, there you go. That's the reaction I was looking for, Oni. That's the perfect example in this case. But by all means, I can tell you're chomping at the bit. Go ahead. You look like you're ready to say something.
No, I already spoke. It's just everyone remembers the Duke Nukem Forever game, and it sucked.
But yeah, so yeah, I can probably drone on about a lot of things that are wrong with this particular issue if I really wanted to. I think we all could, but I'm going to go ahead and pass my time. Soda, what do you have?
This is just like I say every time, especially, me, Chief, being teachers. We don't care what color you are. We don't care what race you are. Like, I don't understand where this even comes into play in this industry. It should not ever, like, who cares who's working next to you as long as they're doing a fucking good job? Like, I don't think I've ever said anything. I mean, I probably offended somebody somewhere, but it's just like, why? This is so stupid. It makes me want to just bang my head against the wall. So,
I think you got a nice real wall behind you right now, Soda. You could go ahead and do that if you want.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I think didn't you say this last week? Like, people shouldn't have resumes, but they just like someone like assigned a number. Who said that? Was it?
It's not that they shouldn't have resumes. It's that in certain circles, what has been done or practiced is removing the name, gender, any personal identifying information about a person, and assigning them a number or like a code for their resume. So in that way, you don't know who or what they are. You just see paper, and this is what this person has done in their career.
Their skills,
Take it or leave it.
Skills,
Yeah, education if applicable, work experience if applicable, traits that they deem are worthy of merit, skills, any extracurricular activities that are relevant. That way you're not going, well, they have a French name, they might start a revolution, or they're Scottish, they must be a fucking cunt or something like that. I don't know.
Right. Only there was actually a study done where they actually had the same resume and they put like a name like Shaniqua next to somebody named like Sarah Jane Smith, and they did this study in a particular area and people were hiring Sarah Jane Smith. Thank you, Sleepy Crow, for the follow.
Thank you. See, no, that does happen, and it depends on.
Unfortunately,
it can be determined by culture. It can be determined by location. It does still happen. So that's why when I put in my resume, when I don't want to put in any more information than I have to. I do think I don't really get a choice with the VA, so I do need to at least disclose that I'm a veteran. Also because
you don't. You can choose to not self-identify as a veteran.
Well, for certain VA things, they go, "Are you eligible for disability benefits or something?" They do need to know that.
Okay.
It's a little different when it comes to that.
Okay.
But I don't like to disclose my gender. I don't like to disclose, my ethnicity, because it doesn't fucking matter.
Right. We didn't know.
Hire me based on my resume or don't.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm with you owning on that. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. You didn't interrupt.
I don't like disclosing my race. That's one thing I don't disclose. But I will put male. But everything else is choose not to identify, and I'm wondering if that is something that they throw in the file 13 or the circular file, or flat out throw away.
Just because you're white privilege, you know that.
Yeah, of course, because everything I had was handed to me in my life.
Yeah.
That's what I'm naming my Jeep. So I got a new Jeep, everybody in the chat. So yeah, yay. But I know everyone's sick of hearing about that. But yeah, it's I'm wondering if we choose to disclose stuff, Oni, does that make us less marketable or less chance to get an interview? What do you think?
It can, because HR will look at that. Some HRs will look at that kind of stuff. So that's why I don't like to disclose things. Because again,
it's the affirmative action concept. They use
DEI stuff, yeah.
Well, it's now called DEI.
It's called affirmative. It's the same fucking thing, though. Yeah.
But they do look at that stuff because they've got to meet quotas. Because affirmative action and DEI is a quota requirement for your race, religion, orientation, all that. You need to meet these numbers. You need to have this many percentage of people employed at your company.
They just renamed
it. You don't get investment money from BlackRock.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And no, affirmative action has never been removed. It has been in existence and will forever be in existence until somebody comes along and saves us from ourselves.
What if I identify as a non-binary black person?
Yes.
And that is my truth, though. Do they have to accept that?
Thing. There was a study done. I would have to look it back up, but men who identified as men were sexually born male, assigned male at birth, all that kind of stuff, were identifying as non-binary, and they were getting hired at a higher rate than if they had identified as male. So it's not like people aren't watching it for that. Because again, and I'm going to say it because this is something I know to be true. you can feel something and you can feel a particular way about yourself, which is fine.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's depressing, then that's kind of unfortunate. Doesn't mean anyone has to believe you. And how do you prove it in a court of law without proof? So let's say I want to identify as a man. How do I prove that I actually believe I am a man? Do I need to
Stand
have
when you pee.
Just say you are nowadays.
do I have to have medical records? Do I have to go to a psychiatrist? What
Right.
and is that transphobic if someone doesn't believe me? There's
Yes.
how do I prove that I'm gay?
Right.
I don't want you in the bedroom. If I wanted a voyeur, I'd go to a fucking dungeon for that shit.
That's why me and Joe have
How do you prove that kind of thing?
Me and Chief have a picture of each other kissing, and we just use that. So
so how do you prove that kind of thing?
Wait, what?
It's hard, and so that kind of this is where things start getting really shaky because are there people who absolutely, I respect the hell out of because they live it, that's their thing? Yeah, of course I do. It's when you start getting into these broad strokes, how do you know it's not going to be abused? Because it's already been abused in other ways, in much more serious ways too. So it's when you're dealing with things more of the mind or of emotions, especially because these are coming from soft sciences, it starts getting dicey really quick. And I'm not saying that to demean anybody. I'm not even trying to say that to put a damper on anyone's day. That's just the reality of it. So,
sadly,
no, these incidents are happening a lot. A lot of people are trying to put studies into it, whether they're talking about it publicly very often or not, or they're getting picked up by the big news stories. They are looking into it. So, that is the plus side of living in America is you can probably find it. You just might not like the answer.
Yep.
Indeed. So Kilo the Neko actually asked a question about affirmative action. And then she went and looked up a Supreme Court case that
Of course she did.
This is the Polish tendency. She wants all the fine details.
Eastern European mentality, I get it.
Right.
But she looked up a Supreme Court case where it was a fair admissions board against Harvard for using affirmative action in their college admission processes. Supreme Court found that affirmative action was in fact unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. That did happen, and it was a landmark case, and they can use that as precedents across the board, across the United States for hiring purposes as well. But the problem is a case has not been brought forward, has not been brought against any company for hiring practices using affirmative action. Because if it did come forth, that case would be used in the ruling against the affirmative action case for hiring practices, because that's a one-to-one equal case. Affirmative action in college admissions, they would use that as a parallel in affirmative actions for hiring practices as well. But again, there needs to be a case brought forth for that to be used. And that's why it has not been used yet. And it has not been declared unconstitutional to do such thing. In fact, I think they actually renamed everything to DIE. Oh, I'm sorry. They renamed it again. DEI.
DEI, yeah.
It was originally DIE. It was a very unfortunate acronym, and that was the reason why they changed it. But they did change affirmative action to DEI practices because of that case. I'm very sure of that. That's why we've seen this change. But anyways.
Right. I digress.
I yield my time. I'm AOC. I'm a retard. Artard. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wait, I want my time back.
I want to reclaim my time, AOC. I don't know what a RICO law is. My name is AOC.
Right? Yes, Harvard did
I can't
get in trouble.
fix stupid, but you can medicate it. There you
go. Our laws are made so they have 90 workarounds if you're smart enough. I mean, Trump proved that last election.
Kilo, so the thing about American law is, yes, it is very confusing, because it differs. So there's federal law, which covers all 50 states. Then there's state by state legislation, which can vary as long as it doesn't, as long as it's not trying to supersede federal law. And then you talk about the weed laws, and we're just gonna not go over that because that's another can of worms.
Yeah.
But the thing about American law is, no matter what it's supposed to be, in theory, not necessarily in practice, but in theory, the Constitution is the highest law of the land. It goes above the president, it goes above the military, it goes above everybody else. Constitution is number one. Bill of Rights is like right underneath that, and then everybody else can start fighting for like third place. The bronze medal.
The first 10 amendments are for the citizens, for the people, and then anything after the 10th Amendment is government rules that are take away from whatever the original 10 were. It's more a corporate, but that's what the idea is.
Incorrect, Kilo. State law is not allowed to supersede federal law.
No, it cannot supersede federal law.
It is impossible. There are cases where they try to. There are a lot of cases where they try to.
Yeah. Like Arizona, Texas,
so the thing is that that's why a lot of lawyers in America here, if you have a license to practice in one state, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be licensed to practice in another state.
Correct.
Or, for example, a driver's license is recognized throughout all 50 states.
Mm-hmm.
Other licenses may not be. So, for example, certain concealed carry permits, depending on states, will or will not be recognized by another state.
There's like 3 that don't.
And if you ever need to know which states tend to not recognize each other, I'll give you the usual suspects: Florida, New York, California, Maryland, and there's usually another state. Sometimes it's Pennsylvania, sometimes it's like Virginia. Those states tend to be like, we're gonna be special. We're gonna do something a little different. And it's like, why is it always you fuckers?
Florida
it's like that scene
recognizes everybody.
in Harry Potter with McGonagall. Why is it when everything happens? It's always you three. It's like
Florida recognizes every
Florida recognizes everybody except the ones that don't recognize them, which is California, Illinois, and New York. And
don't throw us in there. We're good people down here.
No, it's that there are laws in Florida that just
they are stupid.
Some of them are just weird. It's like, we don't recognize that. It's like,
it's weird.
Why?
What?
Second Amendment is like the basis of the Constitution, damn near. It is the Second Amendment is the reason for the Constitution.
Also, you see the number of shit that they keep bringing into the state. You're gonna fucking need an elephant gun at this point.
Right?
I want drones. Drone strikes. I just want to hide behind Hero. You can't fornicate a porcupine in Florida. Is that a law?
Yes.
Are you sure?
That is a law.
They have a lot of stupid laws all over the place.
Well, that sucks.
Did you know that?
Yeah, you can't stick your prick in the prick. Who'd have thought?
Did you know that in the state of New York, it's legal to walk down? Actually, the city of New York, it's legal to walk through downtown topless for a woman, if as long as it's not business related.
Wow.
Anyways, please let's continue.
That's a clip, Oni. Thank you.
Can't stick your prick in the prick. Who'd have thought?
I know, right?
That was great.
Don't stick it. That's like a T-shirt. That's like a 2D graphic that like Soda can make.
I'm afraid of what he would come up with.
Oh god, it'll take him 15 hours to do it, and it would look perfect. But it was like, wait, this is simple yet hard.
Yep, always.
But yeah, Star Wars.
Meow meow.
Acolytes.
I have not seen
lesbians
this.
in space.
Is that what it is? No,
lesbians
come on.
In space. So they don't have lightsabers; they have something else, right?
They have the glow in the dark.
They have the clam stampers.
Oh
God.
Clam stamper saber.
Anyways, so tell us about this one, Chieftain.
Star Wars is an Acolyte trail. Star Wars the Acolyte stills, and I don't know anything about Star Wars Acolyte, so I have no idea.
Let's watch it.
Can we just watch the trailer? Because I don't know idea what it's about.
Director Just
I don't.
the director is
Do they shoot
Mr.
laser beams out of their vaginas?
Mr. Islander's personal assistant, or was.
What?
The director of the Acolyte is the Mr. Island guy's personal assistant.
Oh no shit.
The Island Boys?
No, the
No,
other
no.
island guy that like
Oh, okay.
that like
The
allegedly
list and the
unalived himself.
yeah.
He
So
deleted
yes,
himself.
Lindsay Headland is the former personal assistant of the guy who is not allowed to be named on most social platforms right now.
Right. Okay.
Oh my god.
So I no longer have Disney Plus, so I can't even watch this. But let's take a look at the trailer.
Go for it.
You can borrow mine.
Close your eyes.
No.
Focus the force out your vagina.
Shut up.
Deceive you. We must not trust them. Tell me what comes into your mind.
Life. Balance. I see fire.
This June.
Someone is killing Jedi. It doesn't make sense.
What happened?
I sensed darkness.
In an age of lights, darkness rises.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
Microaggressions. I don't understand.
I didn't know that game developer was actually starring in the Acolyte.
That's how they call that failing upwards.
Oh, okay.
But so apparently the Acolyte takes place during the High Republic era. The High Republic is a new era in Star Wars created whole cloth by Disney to basically
make more money.
Yeah, it's the quest for more money.
Thought they were gonna stop doing this shit.
But the High Republic was it's an era they created for a comic book run that failed miserably, and it takes place before Episode 1. It's supposed to be the golden era of the Jedi Order and the Republic. The whatever the heck they call it. Yeah,
I'm
the
so
Republic.
confused.
How
much more can they squeeze in between?
I don't know.
It's
Episode 3 and 4.
No. This is before that. This is before Episode 1. The High Republic takes place before Episode 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is supposed, if I understood correctly, this takes place during the High Republic era. And again, it is an era that Disney keeps trying to, they keep trying to get it to stick, and it's just not.
Magma says 100 years before Episode 1, and then Kilo says, hold on, how does that make sense if Jedis didn't believe in the Sith during, later Episode 1, believe already they had the Jedi be like, we're sure the Sith are not really there, so they're not sure of the existence of Siths back then. That's a good point.
The Old Republic, which is what it was called before they named it the High Republic. The Old Republic is it's a series of games and books that they talk about, like the Great Sith Wars and things like that happened, all this stuff that happened before Episode 1 happens. And during the Old Republic, that's when that ideal came about, where they were like, yeah, the Sith are extinct. They don't exist anymore. In reality, they just went into hiding from the Jedi because, well, the Jedi were kicking their asses for a little bit. So they went
Yeah.
into hiding and they basically were thought to be extinct. The High Republic could be just a bunch of shit that they made up wholesale, which
Oh,
they
okay.
probably did make it all up. So there's probably going to be a bunch of stuff that's there that didn't happen in the expanded unit, or that, yeah, there's probably a bunch of stuff that didn't happen in the expanded universe that's going to be happening here. That's gonna they like to disregard lore that they don't make up. It's just they pick and choose things when it's convenient to use them. So
Kilo says in Star Wars, the Old Republic era takes place from 2553 BBY, when the Republic was founded, until 1000 BBY, when the Sith were fuck. Like thing popped up. Hold on.
Sith were
Basically, Old
fucked?
Republic is
Oh.
before the High Republic.
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah.
It's not.
It said advertising. Go ahead.
The High Republic, on the other hand, started.
And then, of course, there's the other trailer called Fat Jedi, starring Chieftain and Hero. So here's a clip of that.
Sweet.
Poor baby. Oh my god.
We could be the Fat Jedis. We could be sitting there eating pizza and shit. It'd be fucking great.
Totally.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I just got medication for that, for my pre-diabetes. So I got diabetes. Pre-diabetes.
Before the Battle of Yavin.
Yavin. Now, this character is very attractive, I must say. I hope she kills every single Jedi, because I'm gonna root for the hot chick. I'm rooting for the hot chick. Sorry, not sorry. Will you watch this? Let's go around. Let's say you had Disney Plus and all the time in the world to watch this, and you could sit down and watch it. Would you watch it, Soda?
I don't even know what the fuck's going on in this. So no. Maybe. I don't know. I'll wait for Hero, and because he hates everything.
Hero explained it, and then Oni really knows a lot about Star Wars, and so does Magma. So
I get it, but from everything I'm reading from our very
astute,
intelligent, I was going to say, but chat, like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the timeline doesn't make sense, right?
Well, it's the way they're releasing all these shows. They're just releasing all this shit and throwing it out there. So it's like the timeline doesn't make sense. You had the stuff with gosh, what the heck was that last show they did? I can't even remember its name anymore.
Andor.
No, it was not Andor. It's the one with Ashoka. Ahsoka, I said Ashoka, sorry. Ahsoka's show. They had that happen. That happens after that's supposed to happen after the fall of the Empire from 6, I think it was. And
maybe
you have Andor, which when's that supposed to happen? Obviously, Andor was still a planet and wasn't blown up yet. So that happens.
Wow, spoiler, dude.
How's that a spoiler?
I don't know.
I like the Mandalorian.
Then you have the Mandalorian, which also happens after episode 6.
Star Wars is making me stupider.
Like,
okay.
Wow, no, that's not how I pronounce that at all.
That is how you pronounced it.
No, I did not say Ahsoka. I said Ashoka.
Which is probably how that's pronounced.
But anyways,
Ashoka.
The
.com patent.
Like they've been throwing all this stuff out there and it's all over the place, all over the timeline. But there's nothing in this trailer that really jumps out and says this is happening in the High Republic era. There's really nothing that happened in that trailer. The only thing that's going on there is there's a bunch of Padawans, there's a bunch of Jedi, they're training, and then there's this assassin trying to kill a bunch of Jedi. So
yeah, that's about all I got out. So
that is I'm sorry, I don't really like I just did a bunch of reading to figure out where this is taking place, and that's the only reason I know.
But that's, I mean, you have to research to figure out what's going on. That's like, what?
We're at the point of
I don't want to research
that
anymore.
In Star Wars and in Marvel, you have to literally look up what the lore is to understand it. And I don't want to look up the lore. I don't want to go to 3 different areas to understand the story, which is why Marvel has canceled like 5 of their fucking Disney Marvel films, and why they're trying to like squeeze the last nut out of Star Wars here and like just try to fill in all the gaps. Like no one cares.
My nuts.
Nobody cares. Time for a reboot. Nobody cares.
In truth, I'm interested to see how it will do, considering the controversy behind the director and how we seem to be going with a lot of this stuff.
So confused.
I'm just interested to see how it's going to do. I'm in a wait and see mode. I'm probably not going to watch it at all.
Everyone gets happy when they watch it, like, ooh, force powers, ooh. Oh, we're gonna make money on force powers. Oh, glowing sticks, yay. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Not you. Not you. I'm just
Anyways, no need to apologize, Oni. I think Oni,
I'm sorry.
Are you even interested in this at all?
No, but there was other stuff regarding controversy of this.
Go for it.
I got nothing from the trailer. But the thing is that the director apparently bragged about when the trailer dropped that they got the blessing of Kathleen Kennedy to do the show, that they didn't let George Lucas onto the set because they essentially didn't want him to see anything. What they're basically trying to do, and I'm not trying to twist anyone's words. I'm repeating what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically time for a new era of Star Wars fan, that if you're not with them, then maybe you need a new fandom. In that this is about the other characters of Star Wars that could be, we're going to remake Star Wars in the way we think it should be. I am not joking.
I mean, they've been saying that for years too.
Yes, but they said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Tony. I would 100% agree with that.
How about if you don't like the fandom, don't fucking be a part of the fandom? You're the one joining the fucking fandom. Like, and then you go shit on someone's work. It's one thing to criticize them.
What's up, Sasha?
But they're the one paying for your fucking job. And if you have such disdain for the fans, make your own fucking unit. Go do something else. Okay? That's like going to the Warhammer community and saying, I don't like how you do this. They will laugh you out of the store. There's a stereotype about the Warhammer community that, yes, they are elitist. Unfortunately, a lot of them are. But a lot of them are also really just open and want to have fun playing miniatures and arguing about the lore, about how the Emperor's a really shitty dad. So I'm really sick of, well, we have to reinvent this. Why? Why do we have to reinvent it?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we reinventing it in the first place? You shouldn't. You know, if I could say, if you're gonna want to tell a different story from the Star Wars universe, there's a story that I don't think
Make her
got
black, make her
as
gay.
I'm sorry.
Make her black, make her gay. But go ahead, Oni.
If you're gonna tell a story and you want to attract a different type of audience, but you still want to keep some of the original audience, why not tell the story of Bastilla Shan and tell it from her point of view? Because her story takes place in the Old Republic. Well, technically it was during the Mandalorian Wars, but she was the partner, enemy, and then partner again of Revan.
Yes.
And the thing about Revan is, I think he gets way too much credit. I don't like his character. I think people keep saying, "Oh well, he went to the dark side and the light side and the dark side and the light side." No, he had brain damage. He had brain damage and memory loss. That doesn't mean he changed.
Basically, me as a Jedi.
That means he fucking forgot. That's a little different.
That's good.
Okay, but Bastilla Shawn could never claim that. She had been tortured and then turned to the dark side and then turned to the light. But she always remained steadfast in her beliefs whenever she could. She's also one of the only known light side users to have a double-ended lightsaber because of how rare they are. They're usually associated with dark side energy, but also they're really fucking hard to use. And she actually has a child that she kind of secrets away. This is back when the Jedi were actually allowed to have like romantic partnerships, sort of. Like they could, it just wasn't popular. But you could introduce it as like with romance and loyalty and the way of a warrior and standing by your values, enduring hardships, all these things that men, women, and anyone else can go with. There were so many interesting characters at that time, but they will never tell Bastilla Shawn's fucking story, except as her being the side character. How about you make her the main character? Because in a way, she's also a witness to all these things. That would be a great story. But no, they don't want to. They gotta break something that has existed longer than they've been alive. Okay.
Let's break shit.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
So what about you, Chieftain? We haven't gotten your opinion yet.
Opinions are like assholes. That's why you invited me. I'm the asshole.
Yes, you are.
Asshole. I don't know what was going on here. I don't know what was going. I don't know what was going on here. All I saw was a lot of moving stuff and a lightsaber, like chopping trees and a hunter, and it doesn't seem interested to me because apparently I'm not as hardcore as I thought I was.
No.
I'm like, I like Star Wars, and then I'm like, what is this? Where's Luke Skywalker? But Oni said like they're trying to do a new era, and they're not even going with the canonical dating in that vein.
Canonical, you have to have it.
Yeah, I had to use two different hero terms in one sentence, but
don't own the trademark on those words.
You do. Sir. It's on T-shirts now. You're a millionaire because of those terms.
I copyrighted it.
That and the famous garbage human, like that's breaking the internet right now. So anyone is using garbage human. So that and
shut up and dribble, bitch. Garbage human.
Like it's used all the time. And if you make her black and make her gay, like Kathleen Kennedy thinks it's okay. So so she's gonna put it on Disney Plus, and no one's gonna watch it, and then they're gonna blame
white
people for not watching it. So
but your microaggressions.
And my microaggressions. I've been told I had a microaggression with some women, but so some say I have an average aggression, some I have a really large aggression. So depending on who you talk to, that's how it is. But with this giant piece of diarrhea, I don't think I'm gonna watch it because my brother doesn't give me Disney Plus anymore, so I can't watch it. But yeah, this looks like the girl that I follow. Her name is Wish Candace Owens. She's like the Wish versions of Candace Owens. She looks like her. She's a conservative blogger, but look up Wish Candace Owens, and it looks like this lady right here that is on the screen. But it is not something I'm not completely watching. I want it to go away. Even though this is like we were discussing, it was like Oni and I in an awkward chat with just two of us talking about it. And it's like, do you want to do this? It's like, okay, it's our show. I'm like, it's our show, but I don't know if this one's going to be good. So we just went, Oni and I was like, okay, let's put it in there. So we got a good discussion out of it. Don't you think, Oni?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Is your mic on?
What?
Oh,
I just nodded.
I thought you said, yeah, it's our, and I didn't hear the mic. She just lifted it. Okay. No, because sometimes, Soda forgets he's fucking muted. So
no, never. That never happened.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Ripazine.
So
come on, Eric. Is this a fucking money grab, bro? Come on.
No.
Are we in this magazine?
This
We
is a
better be.
callback to the 90s where
I'm kidding.
you didn't have everything on the internet available to everybody. In fact, they used to do this where they would you would get your video game magazines, you would get your a bunch of different magazines. They're like a couple of bucks or a couple of pennies, however much. And inside the magazine, it'd have announcements, it'd have little one-shot comics, it'd have little bits and pieces of things. That's what this is. He's actually debuting the first one in the first magazine issue. He's debuting this character named Salvage. He's comes off as a Dick Tracy, kind of your old school private eye / detective type character. And I'm interested in it. He wants to use this as a method to litmus test different ideas and different stories before he just jumps in whole cloth and creates a whole new set of comics around a character that might actually flop.
Oh.
So
just think of like the temperature of something, essentially.
Yeah, he wants to gauge interest in new characters that he wants to throw into the Rippaverse. My thoughts, I think Salvage has some pretty strong potential. There's always been a crowd out there that really likes the private eye / Dick Tracy character. But I also think that it's a niche market for that particular type of character. So I think there's very good potential in it being super popular, and I also think there's a good potential in it not doing so hot. So it's a 50-50 thing, but I'm interested in it because I've always liked detective type characters. I was a big Dick Tracy fan back in the day.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I like the design. Are these the real designs of the magazines?
Yeah.
They look really fun. They look fucking cool.
He's got, at least for the first one, he's got 2 different releases. So the Ripazine has the standard one, which is not really all that special. It's going to cost $7 and he'll ship it. And then there's the special edition for basically the launch. It's going to be like have special art, all that. You could see it on the slide there. You got your Ripazine 1 and then Ripazine Collector's Edition, and that's going to be like $20.
Apparently, Ryan Gosling liked one of my videos on TikTok.
Sweet.
Really?
I don't know if it's the real Ryan Gosling, but it was somebody named Ryan Gosling. And it was about the Eric July thing that we did last week.
Ooh.
I love these. I like the one on the right there. I just like how it looks. It's very clean. You know what I'm talking about? Very crisp in the line quality. I really like that new comic design that gives depth to the character.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think if there's a market for it, then yeah, I see this more at like more of a convention niche, like to buy it at a convention. Does that make sense?
I could see that.
Yeah.
But he's doing everything entirely online, so I don't know if he's going to have any convention exclusives yet.
I'm just trying to take it all. I like the font that they used. I wish I seen nicer fonts like that in the last week. Experiment on your fonts. Stop using Arial and Helvetica New. I'm sick of seeing those two.
Nothing wrong with Helvetica.
When you see it all the time, yes, there is.
Comics for the win.
I wonder how big
Who
they
said
are.
that? Oh, okay. So
is this a traditional magazine size? Is it bigger than a magazine?
I think it's just a traditional magazine size. What about you, Soda? What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Are we in it?
Well, you'll have to ask Eric next time on the show.
Eric, are we in it? Is Super Soda in here yet? I don't see featuring Super Soda any. No.
I clipped that and I'll tag him this week on it. Where's Super Soda?
At least he's branching. He's doing other stuff.
Comic Papyrus for the win.
No.
God, Lord.
Comic Sans or Papyrus? Is that
What?
because those are two different types, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's talking about Comic Sans and Papyrus.
She's just putting them together and making it worse.
Comic Papyrus. Are you trying to castrate us?
She's trying to make my eyes bleed.
Cuneiform. What the heck is cuneiform?
Oh, wait, you don't know what cuneiform is?
Please enlighten me.
It's a very, 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 very old written language. Arguably one of the first written languages that we know of. I think there might be a couple of versions of it, and I'm not sure all of it's been translated. I think like Central Asia, like early civilizations. I don't even remember who would have used it. But I think it might have been like, is it like Akkadian Empire? Is that what it's saying?
It's honestly, I've just brought it up and I'm seeing some of the tablets. Somebody translated the full American alphabet to cuneiform, and it looks like some shit you would see on Mahjong or
which is Chinese broker.
Well, honestly, it really does just look like a bunch of Mahjong tiles.
Wow,
yeah,
racist.
But yeah, it's
Whoa,
yeah.
dude.
See, I was right. Fuck yeah, I'm not that bad at history. Thank you, Greg Gazoo. You have validated
Man.
my
Hey.
history buff-ish kind of phony ass. Anyways, yeah. So basically, old civilizations like that use cuneiform. It was easy to use because they would use basically like sticks or what they would call like a scribe, and they would just press it into wet clay or like a squishy clay tablet, and then they'd let that dry in the sun. So actually one of the first things we've ever translated from them, and you can look this up, this is great, was essentially an angry review someone left because he was so upset by the quality or lack thereof of, I think it was copper, from one of the market salesmen, that he left an angry review. It was actually, it's pretty golden. Oh, thank you, Soda.
Wow, Soda gift giving, man.
Oh, I hit Oni. What?
Thank you, Kilo. It was Nasir. They say basically Nasir, a Nasir like sells poor quality copper, and I don't like it. It's pretty
like the
good.
first fucking troll, Oni. It
Salty.
sounds like he's the first troll.
Who's Gibberich?
Yeah, good times.
Blacklight Oni resubscribed.
People have been salty since forever, and they will write it down and remember you forever.
It's the original Angry Dro. I bet you everybody hated him too.
Why'd mine reset? What the fuck? It reset. Oh no, that's easy. Never mind.
Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I need to resub myself, but it won't let me yet.
I can't remember. I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it.
And we have it recorded as he sold bad copper and then said, sorry, no refunds.
That was like that guy on Amazon when I was getting my decal for my car. It was the wrong color. It was supposed to be a black font, and they showed me the order form and it said I selected white. I go, I'd never select white. I don't like white. It's not cool to be white anymore. I wanted black.
That's right. It's microaggressions.
Right. So guys, what do you think I named my car? I think last week it was what?
I think we should have a vote on it.
We did last week. You missed
it. We had a vote last week on
and
it.
we voted whether to kick you off the show, but you barely survived.
You barely survived on the vote there, yeah.
Oh well.
I only messed with you once. I only messed with you once last week when you went here.
Yeah, at the very end. It was a clip and I deleted it. I'm like, I don't want Hero to get mad. I'm going to delete the clip.
Jeez.
Get a Prius and put a spoiler on it? Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Nothing of value is lost, Soda. That's all I can say.
That is true.
My mom took pictures of me in the Jeep, guys, and I'm out of the it has like one of those retractable roofs. And I have a picture of me like sitting there like a fucking pimp out there, but my mom never sent it to me on their phone. So if you guys want it, like press 1 if you want to see those stupid photos of me of my really overpriced piece of shit car. No, just kidding, it's not a piece of shit, but my overpriced car. Press 1. If you don't care, press 2. It's fine. Not gonna hurt my feelings. It was my first new car. I never bought a new car my whole life, so. Oh, cool. That's nice. You guys are really nice. Wow, look at this. Everybody's so cool. I didn't think everyone was going to vote 1. You're going to make me cry. Stop.
It's so bad you just keep spamming it. Of course.
She's spamming 1. It's like she's like in Arizona and she's like voting for Biden like 50 times. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
Right? Now we know how it happened. Right.
Oh, there's
I don't know
one
what
that-
I'm voting for, but you have my vote. So that's how Biden got in office.
Yeah. Who shit my pants? You ever see that? You see that picture of Joe Biden? He's like looking up in the air like this. He's like, and it just says, "Who shit my pants?" It's pretty funny.
Gary.
No, Gary.
All right. What a beautiful tribute.
No, Lord.
The tomb of, how do I say that word? Gaznanex?
Guys and
Gaznek? Okay.
You're close.
The crowdfund project, and then there's a Blacklight Oni logo in the middle.
So
what's going on? What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why Oni is hovering over the cauldron. It doesn't.
I don't know. Oh, because she had a fire background last year? Is that it?
Maybe because her sister wants to burn her in the
Gary?
cauldron?
Gary?
Gary. Yeah, actually, Badger, what's going on here?
Yeah, like, what's the context?
Oh, to summon Oni.
To summon Oni. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You have to explain it, then it doesn't make sense.
Burner. I'm be afraid of her burning me just by being in close proximity.
In a couple of weeks, we're doing an AI challenge with everybody in here, and everyone gave their green light. They can pick a photo, and we're gonna AI them live on Photoshop to see what it comes up with. So we're gonna do that after Oni comes back in April, and I guess we're canceling the Soda Pop roast.
What roast?
Due to lack of interest. But yeah,
So,
moving on.
This particular
no one likes you.
This particular story is an interesting one. Luke Gygax is doing a crowdfunder for this particular module. It is a tabletop module. It is supposed to be, from everything I've read on it, it is supposed to be kind of a universal module that could be in D&D 5e. It could be in Pathfinder, D20 Modern. It could be in all various types of tabletop models that are tabletop rule sets. It's not exclusive to Dungeons and Dragons. But it is apparently very full of Easter eggs from the original Dungeons and Dragons rule sets. It's got all kinds of references. Several characters are plugins from actual members of Gary Gygax's family. In fact, Luke Gygax has his own character that is a part of the setting as an NPC called Lucas Gyzengax. The main character in the Tomb of Gyzengax is a cameo of Gary Gygax's original wizard character, if I understood correctly. It just really intrigued me, the level of can't think of the word I'm looking for. It's a tribute. That's what it is. It's the level of tribute that went into this crowdfunder just really intrigued me. There's a bunch of stuff going on, way too much actually from what I was looking at to really actually cover in a single segment.
So Hero, this is a like tabletop, right?
Yeah, it's tabletop. It's actual Dungeons and Dragons, but it doesn't have to be Dungeons and Dragons. It can actually, it's other. It could be used in other rule sets. And as Kilo actually said, it's kind of a universal module.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be supposed to be a tribute to Gary Gygax himself. Some would call him Godfather of tabletop gaming.
And he's the one that passed away, correct?
Well, yeah, like 15 years ago.
Well, I mean, for the yeah.
But that is an estate issue, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's it. But
it was so he was one of the founders of Dungeons and Dragons. He was not the only founder. That's something that a lot of people seem to forget. It was him and actually several other individuals, some of which actually also started the Dragonlance campaign setting. They were writers that wrote books for Dragonlance. Some of them did Greyhawk. Some of them did, obviously, Forgotten Realms. They all came together and founded it together. Gary Gygax was kind of sort of You could say he was the dungeon master, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
He was
Gotcha.
widely accepted as the founder because some people just don't remember there was more than one person. But it's a really nice tribute. Um, and again, it's a crowdfunder. It's netted over $400,000. They've got a couple of books planned for it already, and several that were already made. And I just think it's really cool. It's really neat, especially considering the he's also the founder of Gen Con, and
Okay.
he a lot of people that are running the Gen Con scene want desperately to forget that he exists, but that's another issue altogether. I just think it's nice that one of his sons, is actually going out of his way to pay pay homage and tribute to the man. And like this actual art that's on this slide, that demonic idol is actually a tribute to the original AD&D module.
You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
That is actually on the original AD&D Advanced Dungeons and Dragons module.
What is a GUI reward?
Graphic User Interface Award.
What? D&D people? What? Come on.
Where are you reading that?
On the campaign settings.
Oh.
Says 30 plus GUI reward card stack.
GUI, I think that's the people that partnered with him to make it.
Oh, GUI Cube.
Yeah, GUI Cube.
Okay.
Small game publishing company in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Gotcha.
Anyways,
trying to stump. I stumped Hero.
What do you guys think?
I still think we need a D&D night.
I would think that'd be awesome.
And Chieftain would be the Chieftain be.
That'd be the dungeon master.
Not if you don't know the rules.
No, he'd be the barbarian. He'd be the barbarian.
I'll be the bard because that's what I keep on hearing from Oni, like the term bard, but I don't know what it is.
Can you sing and dance?
No.
Then you shouldn't be the bard.
No, you'd have a low charisma score.
Okay. I have a low charisma score in life.
Whoa.
Badger, no the fuck you would.
Yeah, I agree with Oni on that one. I'm not letting Badger take us anywhere in a dungeon or anything. No.
Quote, I'd be a good navigating person.
We wouldn't even make it to the dungeon. We'd be stuck in town somewhere.
It has nothing to do with intelligence, Badger. It has to do with the fact that you couldn't find your way out of a paper bag.
Be a thief? No, I don't see a thief.
I mean, last year on May the 4th, she got you lost in the middle of space, Oni, in your A10.
Right,
Remember
that is true.
Yeah, yeah.
She said make a left, no a right, but I mean, she got you lost. Good thing you got to the Death Star and destroyed it and killed Kathleen Kennedy.
Hello, Mojo. Hello. Badger.
Mojo.
Hey,
The more you talk about that stuff, the less I want to be in any vehicle with you.
So this is what we'll do one night. Instead of the live, we'll do in D&D a night. And then I don't know how many players are required. And I'll make smart-ass jokes for 3 hours. How's that sound for everybody? Would you guys be up for that?
That sounds like a normal podcast night.
Like making smart-ass remarks? Yeah, that or in a Discord that you never come in during the week. But,
whoa, got you there.
Yeah.
Burn.
And it's even less lately.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, because because you're a nice guy and they treat you like shit. So yeah. But anyways, that is. People are like, what are they talking about? These inside jokes makes us very uncomfortable according to the demographics that we went over. But anyways,
come on the Discord.
Yeah, I don't have any opinion on this.
We're going on a trip.
I do a hard pass on this one. I'm not going to be very constructive with my commentary on this because I don't know a lot about it. But it's a nice tribute, I would say. Is that a positive thing to say?
Because that's not fair. Hey, not fair.
Would just go to the taverns, steal everything, and start a fight.
He's talking about my Baldur's Gate character. I'm always trying to steal everything.
Badger, that was literally the first thing in that fucking campaign too.
Tried to steal cabbage from a kitchen once.
It was literally the first roll of the campaign.
Really?
It was the first time any of us had played. Well, it's the first time many of us had played D&D. It was the first time any of us had played Star Wars D&D. And she was playing an Ewok and went to steal a cabbage. First roll of the game.
It was
fucking rolled a 1.
Yes.
And I had to go save her, and now she owes me a life debt and just decides to hang around. And all she knows is the word steal.
Wow.
Which makes
that sounds
conversing
right,
with
yeah.
anyone really great.
Which makes me question how she freaking romanced a hut and became a
Because that was a different character. The cabbage story was her Ewok character.
Okay.
The Jawa or the romancing Jabba was a different character. That one was, I never remember the name, but they are a rabbit type character. Sometimes is how they're portrayed. Sometimes they look more like a rodent, but usually it's like a bunny, which I guess is probably a type of rodent anyways. Yeah, that camp, if that's the opening of your campaign, it's probably just gonna get crazy from there. And no, I haven't forgotten about Gorton. And you are in the chat, I know you're in the chat. I haven't fucking forgotten about Gorton. And apparently neither has that dark side point that he never lost because of what you did to Gorton. So I will forever be bitter about that. I've spent resources on Gorton to keep him alive. Fuck you.
12.
No, I refuse to believe that. I'm gonna have to talk to an orangutan about that. That is my friend's Discord name. I swear his name is an orangutan. I am not joking.
I remember you talking about this individual.
Yes.
Holy shit, Oni, you weren't fucking kidding. This thing's up to $531,000, and its original goal was $25,000.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Wow.
No, you're good. Yeah, so it goes to show that every story is a little different when you gather around the table. The story isn't just about the dungeon master telling a story. It's about everyone coming together to tell a story. Yeah, Magma, he is dead, and it's all your fault. And
wow,
you're just bitter because your character keeps getting his ass kicked and he fucking deserves it. He's the reason why we went to prison. He's the reason why well, some of the Jedi Masters got their asses kicked, but they also kind of didn't roll that well, so it's kind of not their fault. Had a child that he doesn't even know how to raise. The character, this is the character. Has changed his name like 3 times. Refuses to talk to my character at times because he's throwing a little bitch fit. Instead of being an adult, but he wants to be treated like an adult. And is also probably why he will never be seen as a Jedi Master, except now he has to because he's one of the only Jedi left. Somehow. So yeah, don't think I forgot about all the shit that Bosch, Sirsk, Sish did. It's all the same dude. Just changed his name a lot. His emo Trandoshan character. No, it's all true. No, it's all true.
He's just completely denying it.
Also, by the way, don't think I forgot about the fact that they one time lost all their character sheets because they kept their character sheets with one dude who lost them all. I kept mine, so I didn't have to re-roll any stats. Everyone else did. And then he rolled worse. So remember, kids.
Damn, Magma.
If you're going
Magma, you're garbage, bro.
No, he's not. He's not garbage. Please don't joke about that.
I'm kidding.
Thanks, Kazoo. Great.
He's a bad roller. Don't bring him to Vegas for craps. He's not going to do well.
You don't mention any of
No, it's because he keeps fucking drawing from the deck of many things. They all fucking do. They all draw from the deck of many things, the deck of many, the deck of fates. They keep drawing from the deck like it's going out of fucking style. Stop.
Dang.
Awkward silence.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was moving my mouse and my cursor wasn't moving. My mouse fell asleep. Even my mouse fell asleep on that. What the fuck?
Oh, jeez.
The
Anyways.
fuck? This mouse like goes into sleep mode and I don't know why. I don't have it set up for that. It's so weird. It just does it by default. It's the ergonomic mouse I have.
Probably in your settings.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's definitely in the settings somewhere.
Badger, do you understand what the deck of many things has? There are
Does it
cards
have
in there
many
that
things?
you just fucking die. You just keel over and die. Or
Sweet.
you get your soul sold to a devil. You can change the alignments of like demon lords. Like someone pulled a card, now Demogorgon is a good aligned character somehow. You can summon random things, you can lose
Yeah, Magma said
stats.
there's only 3 in there.
There's a lot of things in that deck.
The deck of many things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Deck of many things.
Myself and Tyrion Death nicknamed that deck the deck of many pricks.
Yeah, it is not recommended for low level characters. This is one of those that it makes a game more interesting, but you should not be giving this to a low level character,
Hey, Brad, what's
because
up?
there's a lot of
Brother.
stuff in there
What's up,
that
Brad?
just it can derail a campaign, but it also really takes away player agency, which is really something you shouldn't do very often, except for very extenuating circumstances. So don't just not recommended.
Hey,
If you're just learning
Mariner.
the game, don't.
Mariner's here too.
Chaos generator.
If Soda made it, it'd be the dickhead of many things.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'd be a card. It'd be like,
That'd be
oh,
pretty.
I drew a Dr. Pepper card. Oh, another Dr. Pepper card. Oh,
No,
Dr. Pepper
they're
sugar-free card.
yeah, there are folks who've drawn the same card multiple times, and then it's like, oh, I don't remember what this did. You just drew like 3 rounds ago.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
which console did the U.S. Air Force use to build a supercomputer?
A. Sony PlayStation 3. B. Nintendo Wii. Or C. Microsoft Xbox One. He likes us to hobbitses.
Good shit.
Answer coming soon. Kilo the Nico says PS3, and I never disagree with a Polish lady.
You probably should very often.
I don't mess with I don't mess with those Eastern European women, man. They're very direct. They're scary. So Joker would tap that. Our AI NPC is the next level. This is some scary fucking shit, though, right, Oni? We were watching this in the production meeting, and a game reviewer was actually given, was it a Ubisoft game, right?
Yeah. It was.
Well, it was just Ubisoft's AI.
It was Ubisoft's AI, and it wasn't something that you type in. He was actually talking to the AI, and it was creepy. Like we only saw like 2 minutes. I don't want to watch any more of this because it's creepy. Let's save it for the show. I think I was like kind of hinting around to my brainicles.
Brain test.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff though. It's not all the way there yet. Some of it's kind of static, but some of it's kind of wow. It's trying to manipulate me. So it was pretty weird. It acted like an ex-girlfriend. It was nuts. Do you guys want to see this?
I do. Yes.
Sure.
It's fucking crazy. How long is it, Oni? Was it like 10 minutes long?
I don't remember, but I do worry that Ubisoft might throw a fit.
Oh, I thought we had it here. I thought it was actually put in there. Let me see here. But yeah, like this reviewer was actually talking with, I have to go into the,
I know they have done this. Modders have done this already in Skyrim and whatnot. So pretty cool to me. Creepy to you. Cool to me.
It is pretty creepy. What is it under podcast news, right? Okay, I found it. And
Fabulous.
only you found this. It was amazing, by the way. I don't want you to think I'm not giving you credit for anything.
No,
I already know I don't do that.
No, you do give me credit.
Yep. So let's see here. I don't think that's done. Okay, there it is. Let me move it over here. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. Let me make that bigger. Giggity. So this is
only
pretty
that
weird.
easy.
So the setup the video, this guy right here, this person's trying to convince the player, you, joining the resistance. So he's trying to talk you into going against the resistance of some sort of resistance. But we're gonna watch a little bit of it and just get a reaction to it.
Hey Nelson, you made it! I'm Bloom, your future resistance buddy. Thought we'd hang and see if we click, you know, for our epic duo. Cool with you?
Actually, I'm having second thoughts about all this. I'm not sure I want to be part of the resistance.
That's him physically talking, by the way.
Whoa, hold on there. It's natural to have doubts, especially when joining a cause like this. But you have something important to contribute, and we need you. Let's talk it out, okay?
Tell me one word why I should stay.
Passion. You can feel it, can't you?
All right.
That burning desire to make a difference,
Yeah.
to fight for what's right. That's what drives us, and that's what will keep you going through the tough times. And trust me, there will be tough times. But together we can overcome them.
It's scary, dude.
I have too much to lose. I have a family, 2 daughters. Really, should I be doing this?
The body movements.
Family is everything, Nelson.
Yeah.
And that's why we're fighting, to create a better world for our loved ones.
Wow.
We can't continue living in fear and oppression.
It's scary.
It's a risk, but it's a risk worth taking for a brighter future.
Oh.
And don't worry, we'll have each other's backs.
Have
He'll throw you under the bus as soon as he can. That's okay.
What's that?
He'll throw you under the bus as soon as he can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've lost many. My son, my friends, my home. But every loss only fuels my determination to keep going. And through the resistance, I've found a new family. Together, we can make a difference.
Can't
and
iron
prevent
out that
others from
cheese factor, though.
experiencing the same pain.
Right.
So care.
Well,
what does that mean,
Nelson
care?
certainly knows how to
Okay.
bring the mood down with a question like that. I've heard better jokes from a malfunctioning toaster, but I'll let it slide this time.
Having lost what you've lost, how can you think that I'd want to risk doing the same?
I don't want to sugarcoat it, Nelson. This is a risky and dangerous path we've chosen. But think about it. What kind of world do you want your daughters to grow up in?
Wow, he remembers.
A world ruled by corrupt corporations and tyrants, or a
Dude.
world where justice and equality prevail?
I mean, we're already there.
That's why
Right?
we're here, fighting
This
for
is why I was saying it gets a little meta.
Yeah, it does.
What does
Which is
fighting
interesting
even
because
mean? What
it's,
could we
it's by
possibly hope to
Ubisoft.
achieve?
That just makes it even more like. Ugh.
Company who has had gamer dev strikes is in France, a country known for its revolutions. Not going well.
Countless lives, exposed
Or
corruption,
people
And
talking to themselves.
and
That's all we
inspired
need.
others to join us. Together, we can make a real impact and shape the future for generations.
This is nuts.
It says in the
you
bottom
know-
right, it's not actual
Like,
game footage.
What have we actually concretely done? What could you point to specifically?
What are you saying, Oni? I just paused it.
Like, the more someone tries to say, we're trying to change the world, we're trying to do it for the next generation, we're,
Right.
you know, it's for the future.
Always.
Never fucking goes well.
No. Doesn't work out very well, does it?
The only times I've seen it go well have been usurping dictators and making sure that there's a rule of law afterwards, not just we're doing it for the next generation. It's we're doing it for the next generation because XYZ. You can't just do it based on emotions because emotions are fickle, they constantly change. And again, the irony of this AI coming from Ubisoft of all companies. So yeah, Great Gazoo, I'm kind of noticing that. This motherfucker writes like it's a, like a penny novel. Gotta cram in all those fucking words all the time.
One word,
Like,
passion.
holy shit, just could I play the
Vagina.
game or am I gonna have to listen to a fucking monologue? Just
That's what I'd
stand there
ask you.
watching like it's a Shakespearean play.
I guess I look
I
at
thought
Hookers
he
and
was going to
blow.
try to sell me an extended warranty next.
I mean, it's crazy how intricate this particular AI has gotten. They're not the only ones that have been trying to do this. They just happen to be the first ones that are showing their work. There's
Right,
a
right.
lot of talk about AI being used to integrate with the NPCs of the world, of game worlds.
Oh, I was gonna say the real world. Yeah, I know. I mean,
Oh, that too. But like when I first started hearing about people working on AI and actually making it happen, the first words out of my mouth was, "Do you want the Matrix? Do you want Terminator?" Like every sci-fi fantasy game, movie, TV
We're
show,
already in a
whatever,
simulation, though.
everything that I've seen
Shut up, Soda.
that is took the words right out of my mouth. Good job. But every single
It's
sci-fi
simulated bullshit, as Oni would say.
world that I have seen has had some form of a an AI war or a computer war where AI has gone rogue and attacked humanity or something along those lines. And it's always had some form of really bad shit happen.
Oh, Vicky, is that from Small Wonder?
iRobot.
Vicky. Do you remember, Soda, do you remember Vicky from Small Wonder?
Vicky Valentine?
No, Vicky from Small Wonder. It was a TV show.
Yes.
But iRobot as well. But Vicky was the main AI. But in the movie, but there was a TV show, Oni, called Small Wonder, and it was an android little girl named Vicky, and she was just like a little robot. So it kind of works on both. It's called She's a Small Wonder. I don't know if it was local. Does anyone remember that but me?
Neuralink?
I kind of remember that.
But I that's the first thing I thought of, not even iRobot, which is bad.
Yeah, apparently Neuralink is doing good. They had a video of the guy playing the guy playing
chess.
No, it wasn't chess. It was something else. I think he did play chess, but he played something else using Neuralink, and it was wild.
Yeah.
I'd want to run really fast. Run really fast.
Yeah, Civ 6. Thank you, Gazoo.
We've infiltrated detention centers to rescue captured resistance members and innocent civilians. We've disrupted the operations of corrupt corporations, and we've even gained support from other allies in the city.
You a Democrat?
That's just the beginning. With you by my side, we can do
Strikes
even more
me
to truly make
as
change.
military recruiter voice. That's what it is. It's like that voice. Every Army recruiter and Navy recruiter, Marine recruiter, every one of them that I've ever heard. That's the kind of voice that this guy has, and that's the way he's talking. It's just like, ooh, he's reading a teleprompter.
Oh God. It says GDC 2024 build, so they just built this for the Game Developers Conference.
Oh my God! Did you see the GDC scream?
No.
50 people stood out in the middle of a park during the GDC. They were all game devs, and they were screaming about the patriarchy and Gamergate 2 and the state of the industry.
Who else is risking their lives on this?
Oh, sorry. I don't know what started playing. That sounded like, for a second, I was like, is Tyrion Death here?
Right. Sorry, that's a complete sidebar, but that actually happened within the last like 48 hours.
Wow.
They organized an event, it was 50 different game devs, and they were complaining about the state of the industry and shit, and they decided to go outside and have a scream. I swear it was the fucking SJW meme where the girl like falls down on her knees on the sidewalk and just screams at the sky.
Not my chicken.
I want a message to these motherfuckers. I haven't worked on a AAA title in years. Stop your fucking crying about the patriarchy. Look at, I'm a white dude. I can't find work in a AAA. And you're crying about it, and I have tons more experience than you. Eat a dick.
Amen.
Juicy one.
I'm probably better than like 90% of the people out there.
Very likely.
Not embellishing. I'm pretty fucking awesome.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude.
But anyway,
Hire me, Retro Games.
I don't.
You're freezing.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing an untacular.
But
we're getting a lot of rain. We're going to be getting a lot of rain this weekend, so that's probably why.
Weird. It's never affected my internet like that before.
Oh.
But yeah. I don't want to watch this whole
He's
damn video. Like, it's crazy. This guy is actually talking to the AI, and the AI is giving actual responses, legitimate responses. Now, I mean, they fixed the AI voice. It doesn't sound as awful and robotic as it did before. I could still hear a little bit of it in there. There was a couple of hiccups in there in the lines that we heard, but it's phenomenal. It's crazy. It's weird. And I'm still saying, do you want Skynet? This is how we get Skynet. This is how we get the Matrix.
Put it in a hot chick android with big fake boobies, and we'll talk.
I mean, then we just have Mass Effect 2.
Yes. I don't want to deal with her. I can unplug her and put her in a corner. No fighting.
I mean, it's really cool. It creates a really dynamic gaming experience if they can get it to work. Still, it scares me.
It is. You should be scared.
Go ahead, guys. Your turn.
Boob size is a great representation on sales amounts. Larger the boobs, the larger the sale count. It's science.
I like this person. See? I mean, Harvard proved it. So, I mean, what else do we need, right?
I don't know.
But as I said, they have done this. People have done this already in Skyrim. So, like, you can walk up and have a full conversation with the NPC. It's fucking cool, but I guess creepy. I think I would like it. I don't.
Because you are AI.
Yeah, but you know,
he's got to have friends to talk to, right?
I do. I have nobody to talk to. Please talk to me.
That just means I need to get back on Discord.
Hello, Soda. Would you like to be my friend?
Yes.
Can you teach me graphic design?
No. Not worthy.
I really like Comic Sans fonts. Can I use that in my future designs?
Do it.
Yay.
That's why you don't.
Soda. You are now my best friend.
That's why he doesn't get any job. His resume is done in Comic Sans.
I showed you that picture on I4 with the Comic Sans like Disney store.
Oh yeah.
That was on I4. Like the Comic Sans was like this, like 6 feet letters. It said Fantasyland souvenirs or something like that. And I sent it to Soda, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die."
Yeah, that was horrible.
Oh man, that was so bad.
All right.
But
so what do you think of Oni? Oni didn't really any input yet, did she?
No. No. Yeah, maybe. A little bit, but not a whole lot.
I had to give context.
Okay. So go ahead.
No, I spoke because I had to give context.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I think we're done with that. So here we are in the year 2024, and we're recycling old concepts and characters.
I mean,
Never.
What old is new, and what's new is old.
Content time. What can you say?
Beetlejuice.
Hey, I'm waiting for that one. That trailer looked good.
The
It did look
juice
good.
is loose.
Beetlejuice. The
Juice
juice is
is
loose.
loose.
The juice is loose, baby. Hell to the king, baby.
Anyways,
I'm the ghost with the most, babe. Oh yeah, Popeye the Sailor, live action, right? Coming out, I think, mid this year.
so this is confirmed real?
Is it confirmed fresh?
Badger said it took a while to find something.
Right. So Badger said it took a while, but there are rumors circulating, and I am not sure if this is real or not, but it might be.
It'd be cool. I don't know. I'd watch it.
I'll watch it too.
Yeah. I like me some Popeye.
I like me some Popeye. Whoa.
If his biceps don't Bollywood inflate, it shall not be good.
She was the best person I ever knew.
Is this real? Oh, okay.
She gave a loser like me a chance.
Whoa.
This looks like a Bollywood fan-made trailer.
Yeah, totally.
In this life, we're all searching for something. Life is just gonna knock you down over and over again. But the question is, do you stay down or do you rise up? And stands no more.
I'm sorry, this does not look real.
It doesn't look real to me. What the fuck's going on here?
Out there,
What the fuck?
in this godforsaken world. Out there, ain't nobody gonna fight your fights for you, no matter land or on sea. Out there, it's an eye for an eye.
Give me my spinach.
Remember, my son, wherever you go,
Why do they look Indian?
who you are.
Racist.
This is not real. It's a YouTube skit?
Yeah, that's can't be real.
I didn't know you was a hugger.
That's one of the goons, right? Oh my god, that's funny. I don't know if that's real or not.
It's not.
Yeah, that can't be the real one.
No.
Because the real one doesn't exist right now. They're still looking for a studio.
Right. So they signed up for the studio, so that was obviously
Project is currently in development as a big budget
YouTube trailer, just like a fake one.
Greenlight writer Michael Kaleo. First live action revisiting of the character since the 80s film Popeye, led by Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot he did that one. Yeah.
I am what I am.
Now we're gonna watch it.
The Sailor.
Oh, whoop. Damn.
But I don't know. Like, it depends on who's gonna be Popeye or not. And anytime you try to do a character that Robin Williams already did before, it's never very good, because what we were discussing earlier, Oni, on Wednesday, was when they create a character, like you were saying, Genie, right? Will Smith. And I'm paraphrasing what Oni was saying. They didn't let Will Smith be Will Smith Genie. They wanted Will Smith to be Robin Williams Genie, and it didn't really translate well. So with this film, I hope they don't do that, and they actually stay true to the character, the Fleischer character from the comics, and not try to emulate a particular actor playing the character. So would you go watch to see a live action Popeye the Sailor in the movie theater, guys? anyone who wants to go first would be great.
I wouldn't go to theater. You know, I don't go to theaters, but I would watch it.
Wait for it to come to your TV at home.
Yeah, I would wait for it to go to streaming before I gave it a chance, mostly because as much as I loved the old cartoon as a kid growing up, I don't feel like it would translate well. And the only person I feel like could ever really do it is the person that did do it. He's not with us no more.
Right.
Yeah. Badly.
I just I don't feel like it would be good. What about you, Oni? What do you think?
Yeah.
No?
They're again trying to take a 2D world
Mm-hmm.
and put it into a 3-dimensional space. It almost never goes well. I don't know what they're trying to do. And no, I don't go to theaters. I'm not going to watch the movie. I was not in the age demographic to be watching Popeye the Sailor,
No.
and it's not going to go well. So they're going to destroy it because they want to build something else. And I'm really surprised they're going to do Popeye, because I'm surprised they're not doing that. He's part of the military industrial complex,
right?
Trying to take other people's oil and shit. I'm surprised they're not pulling that one, but yeah, we're not. Missing an opportunity, guys. Missing an opportunity.
Popeye may be Popeye the
Stop
Sailor, but he punches like a Marine.
No. Marines don't need cartoon heroes. We have actual fucking heroes.
13.
13
People need to
warriors.
No. Go ahead, Oni.
They need to stop making 2D shows into 3D things. It doesn't go well.
I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of any good example that it actually went well. Ever. Maybe Marvel Comics, or any of the comic movies that were made from the original comic. That's really it. But can't think of anything. All right. That's a dead topic. Let's move on. This must be another one.
She was the best person I ever knew.
No, that's the same one. Never mind. And I've seen that online as well. I'm not sure. Like, I've seen that movie poster. I'm not sure if it's real or fake.
I made it.
You made it? Lies. That says, what is it, Helvetica New on the bottom there?
It's Helvetica.
Yeah, definitely Helvetica font.
Futura.
I have a question for you, Soda. Do you have a Soda 6-pack this week?
Yeah, it's a kind of short one.
Okay. So let's go to Soda 6-pack. If I can find it. Uh-oh. If I can find it.
No.
Did you check the receipt that you purchased it? Did you leave it at the store?
Oh, I remember where it is. Sorry, never mind. I forgot. I put it in a new spot. So here it is. Soda's 6-pack.
Refreshing. Sexy. Bubbly. Soda 6-pack.
Yeah.
Still funny.
Soda's 6-pack.
I'm never gonna get enough of that.
I love the Running Man. It's fucking great.
Perfect.
Soda's 6-pack.
Running at 60 frames per second.
And it's all lies. You're not even bubbly.
I'm not bubbly. No. Oh, right. So I wasn't going to do this. I was going to wait a week. But I did get to play a little bit last night after Mariner and I got done with Baldur's Gate and loaded it up. The shaders, for whatever reason, took a couple minutes before you could start the game. But I played it, enjoyed it, had no issue. Logged off. Went and looked on Steam, and everything was fucking negative. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, have them frame rate dropping. And I'm like, what machine are you running? I'm like, are you running like a 1080? Like, I've had no fucking issues with the game. I've had no crashes. I know there's some issues. They were bitching because you can only play one game. Guess what? That's how Dragon Dogma 1 was. So, one save file. They're fixing that to make everybody happy. Microtransactions, but every microtransaction you can get in the game. Like, most of these people have like
That's
less
actually
than
what I was
an.
about to ask because I was reading about that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, all
what
these
is there
reviews
with
are
their
like,
microtransactions? What is
what?
going on with that?
Well, you can buy, you can buy stuff like every game. It's kind of quality of life things. Um, this game was not meant to be like easy. It wasn't meant to be like, okay, you can just start over. They're gonna fix that because they're going to make people happy. But I'm just looking like, well, what is wrong with like? I don't know what they were expecting. I had no issues. Like I said, I have a 3080 RTX, nothing crazy. And half these people didn't even have an hour in the game. Like, I'm like,
slap the shit out of you.
how can you make this assumption on an hour? Paywall, there's no paywalls. That's what everything can be done. Like that, I mean, Ojo, I understand what you're saying, but I haven't even got to play through my first character. And apparently there is a when you beat the game, you can start again. And they are making that to, like I said, make the fans happy or all these negative, but the negative reviews are like, I don't know, maybe, like I said, I think we've talked about this before. They need to put the computer specs in when we do fucking reviews. Like, the shop is, like I said, you can find everything within the game, Kibo. Uh, People just don't like to do shit anymore. Dragon's Dogma is not made to be hold your hand. It's not made to, like it's one of the I call it old school kind of, RPGs. Here will probably agree with me on this one, but can't find any
You
new
can't find a
game.
new game in the game.
That I mean, if it causes me an issue, I'll let you guys know. Like I said, this is only a couple hours in. I'll play some more tonight, but I know they're talking about you can go kill all the NPCs and get 15 more frames per second. Like, what the fuck?
That's
That
stupid.
that they should have
What the
known.
fuck?
That they should have known. Like that should have been handled before launch. I agree with you on that one. But when I hear people like, I drop from 100 frames to 50 frames, go cry a river. Like, the fuck, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't know
Buy
why.
a new computer.
I mean, some guy said he's running on a 4080 i9. I'm like, the fuck you are? Like, what are you doing? I was running it last night with my 80 Chrome windows open with no issues. Like, and my machine's a couple
Wow.
years old now. It's not like,
Yeah.
I don't
You
hear
probably close those Chrome windows and gain back about 1,500 frames per second.
easily. Yeah. I know there's some issues. Every new game has them, but I just hate when people sit
That's
there.
kind of what I was curious about because I've been hearing about like a lot of people had a lot of negative shit to say, and people were saying that the microtransactions were predatory. And I'm really curious, what is it that they are putting on this microtransactions market? Why are people bitching about it? Especially when you're saying anything that you can buy in the cash shop is available in the game.
Correct. Yeah.
Why are we bitching about it then?
Japan likes their microtransactions like this. It's kind of like Japan's version of Diablo. You can buy XP potions. You can't buy them over here. Who cares? It's some fast travel stuff, some revives. To make your character look different. That's
okay. That
that's
cosmetic
kind of stupid.
bullshit,
Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
Nothing in the game is going to be game breaking. So camping kit, yeah. I mean, I paid the $10 extra, so I've not used mine yet, so I don't know if that's going to be a big deal yet. Like I said, I'll have more next week, and they are fixing all these problems, but it's still people are just so quick to jump on shit. Like,
Right.
it drives me nuts. Like, oh, I'm running on a 480DX. My machine won't run it. Well, no shit, it's 90 years old. I mean, the max. I mean, the specifics are at 2080. I mean, that's still pretty good card. So I'm sure people are running it on 1080s or 960s or what the fuck they're running on.
It doesn't seem like anything that you can't like because Kilo's calling out because I know she has this habit of I gotta find out this information. I gotta verify what you're saying. She's pointed out two different items that are not available in game that you could
But
get.
those are with the
Those
not collector's edition, but the $10 extra. That I don't even know what that pendant does actually. Like I tried to use it, so far I haven't found anything. So
I wonder if you give it to your romanceable NPC
I
companion.
assume yes, it's a gift. Yeah. So
Maybe you steal their soul and you stick it in there. That'd be awesome.
That would be great.
That's a very Oni thing to do. But
I'll know
pointed that
more
out.
next week.
She's pointing that out, and all I can think is that nothing that you can't get in game that's available on the shop is not. It doesn't seem like it's important at all in any way.
I mean, I can understand where people are bitching, Mojo. I do understand that, but like, this is kind of the what I go back to. Let's hold everybody's hand, kind of. They were trying to make this game where it was not that way, and they're going to end up making it that way, or they're going to have deal with the negative reviews. So, I mean, yeah, I would probably like to go back and play a character, but that'd probably be after I played through it. I picked a character I want. I mean, you can change it from a mage to a fighter to a thief, ranger. You can do that all in the game. You just,
So you're not locked in like they were in the first one.
No.
Okay, that's cool.
And then you can branch each of those down. And like I said, I haven't got too far into it. It's just what I've been, reading after all that shit last night. So
that's wild.
It's
so
crazy.
It sounds like the controversy around this is, as I often say, and as a few of my favorite YouTubers say, a nothing burger.
Pretty much.
Am I mean, one of your favorite YouTubers?
If you can't play a game now,
you are like a brother to me.
Even 30 frames per second, that's not going to kill your gameplay that much in a single RPG. You know what I mean? Yes, it's action. Yes, there's some crazy shit going on, but I haven't had any issues. So I know people hate microtransactions, and I won't buy one. I don't need to buy one. So
because you're rich.
I'm not rich, fucker.
He bought my car.
That doesn't mean I'm rich.
For the price I paid for it in 2008, $21,000.
Bullshit.
Winry,
what's up, Winry? Don't use Comic Sans.
She knows better.
I know she does. She's one of the smarter ones.
Coming out with the zinger. That's just a left hook right there.
Sadly, Diablo Immortal was a good game. They just fucked it up. This one, though, you don't have to buy your gems to level up your crap. So, but like I said, I only have a couple hours in. We'll talk more next week, see what they fixed, and
yeah,
maybe some of these. Well, I call them kids, but
All right, Kilo, I'll bite. I will bite into this discussion a little bit deeper. Kilo points out that she sees where I'm coming from, and probably most of us are coming from. The Hyper Snare beacons, Rift crystals, wake stones, jail keys are all one-time use consumables that do have an effect on gameplay. Okay, I agree. But lockpicking, keys that you find in the game, and plenty of items that are available in-game that you can find, farm, locate, buy, purchase, what have you, that they exist in the actual game that you can use.
Yeah.
To achieve the same results. I think it's just my opinion that a cash shop that supplies items like that are already available in game is a waste of real world money if you are patient. It does allow for people to play the game how they want to play it because they purchase a single player game. It is their own experience that they are making or breaking with these items. But to me,
I'm not against that, Nico. Nico. I don't like cash shops either, but to me, it's like I don't know. Maybe it's as I got older, and I'm like, well, fuck it. It's kind of like when Diablo had the auction house. I wanted a ring, I go buy the ring. Like it's like yeah. I don't see. Like I said, if it comes to just any issue over this week, we'll definitely talk about it next
Yeah.
week. So
So my final thought on that one, because I don't want to take too much time, because I think that Oni and Chieftain probably want to have a say here.
I don't.
My final thought on this is
maybe I'll stream it a little bit.
If it is all available
I
in
was going to
game,
ask you to do that.
if it is all available in game, all I'm gonna say is if they want to waste their fucking money themselves, let them waste their own goddamn money.
That's how I've always looked at it. Yeah, I have had fun.
Give us some fucking money.
I made my character. She's a badass fucking bitch with like dark
What the fuck?
eyes and white skin. Yeah, she's just fucking like you could make her however you wanted. Yeah, she's hot. I would do her.
Lord.
The same.
By the way, Soda, what's the definition of MMORPG again?
That's multiplayer online role playing game.
Incorrect, sir. It's many men online role playing girls.
Wow. Okay, I'll take that. I'd rather it be that.
Anyways,
I had fun with the character creator for sure.
Chieftain, Oni, go ahead.
I yield my time to Oni.
No, Chieftain, you go first. I'm sorry.
I have no opinion on this, Oni. That's why I'm yielding to you.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, I do really understand the whole, the frustration about microtransactions even being available. I do. I don't have the game. I don't plan on buying the game because I have a hard enough time doing the things I need to be doing. So that's neither here nor there. I'm of the opinion that I'm sorry.
I was laughing at you.
As long as it doesn't affect the gameplay, it should be fine. I'm wondering if some of these items are going to, if they're not available yet and will be soon, if it's going to be like a patch kind of thing, or if these were data mined and that's how people know that these items exist. I'd be curious about that. I think, unfortunately, most of us are going to have to get over the fact that microtransactions are going to just be a part of the culture at this point until gaming companies wake up. It does sound like Dragon's Dogma has made a lot of positive changes to their game. One of the frustrations I did have with the previous version is if I really did much in that game. Once you chose a profession, you couldn't change it. You could modify it, but you couldn't change it. So if you started off as a fighter, you couldn't change that, to my knowledge. And I don't like that level of rigidity, which probably I don't do well in a lot of things. But I understand the frustration. I recognize the frustration. To an extent, though, because it should be a single player game, I don't think it's going to be as big an issue as if it were online where you're having to compete against other people or other people are going to be fighting you. So it might be okay.
There we go.
And like I said, we'll have more next week.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Chieftain, and on this topic. Just because, yeah, you, sir, Mr. Professional Game Developer here.
Retired, not by choice. What's the question?
What is your opinion? Because you didn't offer anything on this particular topic as it was presented. What is your opinion on microtransactions, like a cash shop for a video game you play? Like you've played Destiny and Destiny 2. You played
Call of Duty
once upon a time. You played Call of Duty once upon a time. Please impart your wisdom.
Go ahead, Soda. What are you gonna say?
Don't say you play Fortnite. Cash shop from hell.
Oh yeah, I play Fortnite by default because my nephews, that's the only game they're allowed to play, and I wanna be involved in their lives more. So I play games that they like to play. That's why I get my ass kicked in Smash Brothers all the time and that. But I haven't played Fortnite in a while because my computer just like it runs hot with that game. But as far as I never liked microtransactions. I just don't like the nickel and diming of the gaming community. People work hard for their money, and your money doesn't go as far as it does. And I understand it. It's been the same price for a long time. So if you want to charge for a game, I've been saying this forever, charge the amount that's able to cover the development and make a profit. The realistic, fair amount a game should cost, whether one player, multiplayer, is $125. And I know I'm going to get pushback for this, but hold on. This includes everything that you can possibly need. Includes the backups, and includes the exclusive content, all the shit that gets released over time. Charge me up front, please. I hate doing that, investing in the game and then saying, oh, you can get a special shield or you can get no, just charge me in the beginning, bro, and I'll throw in an extra 100 if you unlock everything for me, because I don't want to fucking grind no more. I'm almost 50. I don't want to grind on fucking Call of Duty anymore. I don't have the time because I work 5 jobs. It's horrible. I don't like microtransactions. Just charge me up front. That's it. Like as a developer, like either I'm a developer or the gamer, I'm going to say the same thing. Just charge them up front. They're gonna whine. They're gonna bitch. You're gonna hear they're charging $125. Fuck you. You do it enough, they're not gonna care. Charge them $125 for each game. Quit your bitching. End of story. No microtransactions, no bitching, no podcast, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that's my rant.
I follow you up to a point on that.
Yeah, no one's going to agree with me. So.
I can go as far as to say I understand your point.
Yeah.
I understand your logic. Now, I mean, no surprise I don't agree with all of it. You're saying that instead of charging $60 or $70 on a game, charge $125, and that includes all of the DLC, all of the bonus this, all of the special edition that, all of the special shit that you get when you decide to push a button on the controller to make your character whip his junk out and play with it on screen or whatever. All of the dumb bells and whistles. I'm sorry.
Right, all right.
The new Heroes was awesome.
But instead of that, because I don't care, me personally, I don't care about the bonus shit from a cash shop. I don't care about the cosmetic shit from the cash shop. I don't care about all that stuff from the microtransactions. I'm never going to be one of those people that cashes in on the microtransactions.
Right.
I will get DLC if it expands on a story, if it adds to the story. I don't appreciate that it's planned to have DLC to tell more to a story when you should just release a completed story. But there's other people that do. Those people will continuously pay constantly on those microtransactions, which adds more to the developer's pockets. I can give it, I can give, okay, they want to spend their money, let them spend their money. Just not for me. I'll stick to the 60 game, thank you. I already don't like that they want to charge $70 for an unfinished pile of trash.
So if it's a case by case thing, say if it's you're getting some expansive stuff for the story, then you would say 125, yes. But I call it the cheap bitch alternative. Like if I just want the basic game, $75-$80 and get the cheap bitch game, and I could just buy the other stuff later, then you're fine with that, including with the transactions. What they should do is do a payment plan too, so that way it makes it easier, because everything else is subscriber based. So if you can't afford the 125, you should be able to make installments. So of like, okay, I'll do $20 a month till it's paid off. That way The game developers get a constant revenue for the next few months, interest free, and the person gets to play the full game. I mean, I got a million ideas. Like, you could work a way around it for me to take your fucking money.
It sounds, honestly, it sounds like your it sounds like your proposal is technically already honestly, your proposal is already technically implemented. You're just proposing a different way to present it, because they get that through the microtransactions and that extra additional paid DLC, $20 to $40 depending on the game, depending on the size of the DLC.
I just don't like the nickel and dime thing. I don't like the little $3 there, $1.99 there. That just drives me crazy, bro.
I just
thank you, Rogue. Thank you, Penguin. Love you. Penguin's awesome. I love her to death.
Yep. I just don't I just can't get behind having somebody release a game saying that they can justify a special edition of $150 and day zero has this massive patch that takes 3 hours to download and half the fucking game don't work, or it just auto completes the game and plays the closing cinematics.
That's a fucking
hate that.
Like, and then you're talking,
you're never gonna give that up. You're never gonna give that up.
Oh, it's an online service. Who the fuck wants your goddamn online service? Nobody. Nobody wants your online service.
Why didn't that shout out work?
I think you did it back.
Penguin 93.
But like I said, I'll let you guys know next week more if that shit actually means anything, or if I end up buying an extra or whatever. But probably not, because South Park comes out next week too.
You're doing it backwards, Chieftain. That's why it's not working.
Oh. Okay.
Exclamation point SO.
Uh-oh. Shit.
There you go.
There you go. Anyways, I was just curious because I knew you were going to kind of go with that take where a video game should cost about $125 because of
I've been saying it forever, but yeah.
I knew you were kind of going to go with it, but in my opinion, nuance matters. And when you say it for the shock factor, the shock value, you just come out and say, "Hey, pay me $125 and I'll give you this finished game."
Right.
People are going to give you pushback on that. But
I don't care.
If you go,
he likes pushback.
If you go with
only on weekends.
You go with breaking it out into multiple payments, or you get this base game and then if you want the rest of the game you pay this. It's basically the DLC. It's more palatable. People are already doing that to a degree.
No game is truly unfinished. I mean, no game is actually finished. It's just abandoned.
I think that might be what they were trying to say.
Yeah, I think I know what Jason's trying. Yeah.
What about you?
Is Jason new? I never seen Jason before. Welcome to the live, Jason.
I think they've shown up before. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Been a while, but welcome back.
Oh, well, welcome back, Mr. Jason. Appreciate it. If your pronoun is male, Mr. Jason.
I would disagree that no game is truly finished. There are some games I do believe are absolutely finished, and they were done very, very well.
Okay. It's like no artwork is ever finished. It's just abandoned.
I know who that is.
You know who Jason is?
Yeah.
All right.
It's Jason, sir.
It's Jason.
Yeah, it's Jason. That
update us next week, Soda.
For sure. It seems like some people really want to hear this.
I want to see you or Chieftain or both play Command Modern Operations on stream, specifically the Korean Missile Crisis or Desert Storm.
Korean Missile Crisis or Cuban Missile Crisis?
It
I think
said
that would be a Call of Duty.
it says Korean.
I know it says Korean.
But you think she means Cuban? Okay. I'm getting Bok Bok over here.
Bok Bok.
Using
like
Hero's
cock?
term. No,
Oh.
Bok. You go just. Well, it's Heroes like when it gets tired and he gets kind of punchy. He says, "I go Bok Bok." I'm just using
Bok
this term.
mode.
Bok Bok Chow.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't. Korean Missile is the name of the campaign. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I never even heard of the game.
I really hope you're joking about.
No, Gazoo.
Sasha is very much joking.
Oh, okay. We'll give
No
you a
DLC
2K.
that I know of.
The Adventures of Soda with no DLCs. The Search for Sugar-Free Dr. Pepper.
Not
Yes.
well. Zero. Okay, yeah.
0. Okay. So, which console did the U.S. Air Force use to build a supercomputer? A Sony PlayStation 3, a Nintendo Wii, or a Microsoft Xbox One? You know what? I think I saw racks of this particular game system on an image. I think I know what it is, unless they were using this particular console for data mining and it was a different story. But I think it's A. I'm not 100% sure. Now, if you know the answer and you're a host, you could reserve it for the end. Of course, Soda knows because he wrote it. Hero, do you know? Do you have a guess? You have an idea?
I have an
Have an
idea.
inkling?
Don't know if it's right or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oni, do you have an idea? Do
I
you have a
like
guess?
Gazoo's logic.
America won by Japanese, right?
America absolutely would buy Japanese, by the way.
Yeah, on everything.
Right.
Taiwan.
Give you a TKO from Tokyo.
I mean, most of our military gear is government contract from other countries. Sig Sauer, Glock, Beretta, H&K.
Not the big weapons though, not like the missiles and stuff though. That's all American stuff.
I'm sure certain components probably come from outside, but
Like
A lot
I mean,
of
it depends. It depends, and it depends on the era.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, some of the weapons we've used have not been American fully. So it just, again, it all depends on the government contract.
Gotcha.
Oh, so I was right.
PlayStation 3.
Oh.
Interesting. I
really
right.
wasn't sure about that one.
I think I've seen racks of them somewhere, and I thought it was for data mining.
It
I
had
mean,
the
data
most
mining,
powerful
computer.
processing at the
Yeah,
time.
it's kind of the same thing almost. But yeah.
I wonder if they got hit by the hacking that happened during the PlayStation 3 era.
That'd be a good question.
I wouldn't say Microsoft is any safer, so
Right. Yeah. Most of Sorry, I was reading. I was reading our private production chat. I go in a freeze. I did like a Wendy Williams there. I was just like,
Great Gazoo. I'm already half. So I
you
don't
guys
really
are
think it
turning.
counts.
I think I'm turning.
Maybe
Japanese.
later.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
That's a fucking song.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I think that was a good song.
Oh,
Fucking doubt
I like that song.
it was hilarious.
We didn't know what it meant when we were young.
We didn't know what it meant back then. No, we just thought like people were just randomly turning Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't find out till later. It was like kind of like the Green Day, bite my lips and close my eyes, take me away to paradise.
You're talking about dreaming.
The same thing, right?
Dreaming.
Sure is.
But they turned into major assholes.
He was always a major asshole.
Yeah, Billy Joel. Yeah, Billy Joe.
Yeah. He was like
a
5
douche.
minutes late. They let him on like 5 minutes late. He's like, oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the show. Like you're 5 minutes. I'm 5 minutes late. All right, you don't expect me. I threw a big fit. I'm like, you fucking dick.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I have only 7 minutes. I only have seven minutes. I'm out. I'm like, you're an asshole.
He is.
I'm like, eat a bag of dicks. Yeah, chocolate starfish.
Oh Lord.
Whoa.
De
I will be
Niro's,
doing.
no.
I will be doing a cover on the live, so I'll be doing some Limp Bizkit.
Oh no.
Wearing my hat backwards, like
He's a dick too.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's a fucking sellout.
He literally caused the riot at the last Woodstock, single-handedly. Fucking.
Well, Fred Durst looks like if you see a picture of a recent photo of Fred Durst, he looks like the dude that's gonna get you to get off his fucking lawn.
I mean,
he's got
I'm
like
that
a
dude.
big fucking beard and I can't remember flannel. Like you're in Jacksonville. I'm just a redneck from Jacksonville. But yeah, he just wears like baggy shit and looks like.
I don't think we did.
Three of his kids went to college and he never had a college education. He just looks very.
No,
he kind of looks like a homeless person.
I don't think we mess with those, dude.
I don't think
yeah.
that's up to us.
What happened?
Oh, the channel points. Kilo was asking if we changed how the channel points work. I don't think we messed with that. I don't even think we can control that.
Not for a while. The channel points meaning like the hydrate thing and.
Yeah.
No, well, how you like? She was saying that she was getting like 50 at a time.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we can change that.
Yeah, I don't think we can change that. That's just from sitting there, watch time, chat, talking in the chat, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
We're working on a few things where we can do stuff, but
Hashtag participation trophy.
Yeah.
where you guys can play games and all that shit. We're working on.
Yeah, we're working on that stuff. I apologize, guys, because I'm working a lot of hours, and we're coming up with a trailer. I'm about 30% through our trailer that we're going to drop on youtube.com/lagginout, youtube.com/lagginout. We're going to be dropping our trailer there, and eventually our website, get our domain set up and everything when Hero and Chieftain have 3 minutes to spare. We'll get that all set up, and you can actually go on there and do lots of stuff as well. We're also working on a new online store and like a studio. Like Laggin Out now is officially like working on a production. So in Jacksonville. So we're doing some stuff on the production side for the Jacksonville Museum, I think. So we are rebuilding the destroyer Orlik and getting it back to its World War II states for a production that's going on at the museum, that sort of thing. So we'll be doing that. That's our first production on the production side of Laggin Out, not the digital side. So we're also going to be doing movies and video games and that sort of thing as well.
3D model, Nico.
Yeah, a 3D model. We're doing a 3D model cleanup of the Orlik. Oh, excuse me. Well, we're actually getting paid for it. $55 an hour.
Ooh.
It's only an 8-hour job, so I'll have it done in 4. But I'm trying to keep it under budget for them because it's a nonprofit, so I'm not charging that much. Florida men-women model.
The
Florida man model.
Florida they model.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There was some guy here in Florida that had an alligator for a pet for 37 years, and they took it away from him. He was an educational pet.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's for education. He got $1 million umbrella policy and did everything that the state of Florida told him to, and they still took
Wasn't
the
one that
away.
was the alligator that would literally go swim with the kids and everything like that?
That was
with the kids fucking awesome. Like,
yeah, he didn't even harm anybody because he was well fed. He was a paunch. He's like chubby, a chubby alligator.
I watched that. That was like awesome.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I understand the fact that it was that the animal was for educational purposes, that he was well cared for. That is still a predator. You should not be getting so chummy with it. It only takes one. You have an insurance policy for the animal. I don't think most people are going to have insurance policies for their children for that type of thing. I do understand wanting to follow all the rules and then losing, but I saw the size of that out.
It's
I love
huge, right?
reptiles just as much as the next person.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go playing around not asking for shit not to happen. Okay, I don't care how well fed it is. It takes only once. People get uptight about pit bulls. People are gonna get uptight about alligators.
How dare you?
So I'm gonna stand with Florida on that one. I understand where they're coming from. You can't let children go swimming with a fucking alligator, even if it's for educational purposes. They are children. If you're an adult and you want to take that risk, that's one thing. Putting children at risk would be negligence.
I don't know if they were swimming with them or not. You
Oh
heard
yeah,
were
they were.
swimming with them?
Yeah, they
You
were.
just said they were.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure. Now I'm kind of backtracking.
No, I saw the video. Yeah,
Okay.
he would swim with the kids, and
It's one thing if you're an adult wanting to
Okay.
swim with the alligators. It's a very different thing when you are letting under 18-year-olds do that because they may not understand. They also certainly don't have the reflexes, nor do they have the strength. Heaven forbid something were to happen.
I mean, we do that in
So-
Texas all the time.
I mean, yeah, but that was a wild animal. You took that risk as a wild animal. If you're the owner of the animal, you are taking responsibility. So I'm surprised insurance didn't flat out just can him, let alone state of Florida get him, take that long. So I know I'm going against the grain on that one, but I don't think if that's the context, I don't think Florida was wrong.
How old do alligators last in the wild?
Till
They're
they're
considered geriatric.
till they're killed. They're a type of reptile that if left alone, they will
How
live a
old
very
do
long time.
alligators live to?
300 million. I think that.
Alligators live up to 30 to 50 years.
Yeah.
This answer is from Spiely.com.
30 to 50 years.
I thought they were a lot closer to the way turtles were, where they just basically live for.
No, no, turtles. Reptiles fall into an interesting category with that, but they're not all the same. Turtles, and in particular,
What's
it's
up,
going to
bro?
be the tortoises are a little bit different. And certain turtles, yes. Not all reptiles function the same way. Okay.
I'm not
there.
Yeah.
There's a reptile called the tuatara that can live about 50 years or more. They don't reach like sexual maturity till they're like 15 or 20. They're very slow growing reptiles, very, very rare because they're the only member of their family and kind of haven't really changed much since they kind of showed up on the scene in terms of what they look like. They've changed genetically, but not physically. But not all reptiles are like that. So, like a green anole, that sucker's not living 10 years very often, okay? Poor little guys, they don't live very long. But certain snakes could live several decades, especially in captivity when when they're cared for and given every opportunity and they have good health, given all the doctor visits and stuff. So it's not a one size fits all. Just because they're reptiles does not mean they instantly just live for a very long time.
I kind of knew that, but I thought crocodiles, or not crocodiles, but alligators were similar to that. But apparently not.
They
Still,
can live a long time, yes, but
50 years is still quite a hell of a long time. That's the name of the game.
swamp puppies.
Yeah, swamp pup. I see this guy. It's like, oh look, there's another swamp puppy, and I'm like, oh my god, dude. There was one that actually went into the boat, and the guy just like grabbed his head and just went, "No, you go back down now." And
Yeah.
just, like he fell right into the water. I'm like, you're a fucking
Well, yeah,
psycho.
because
Yeah.
alligators and I think crocodiles and gharials are similar in this case. Their bite force is where their power is, but opening their mouths are another story. So, yeah, and alligators tend to be a little, very little, less aggressive than crocodiles. Crocodiles are much more aggressive, but Hippos are even more aggressive than that, and yet people still go, "Oh, look at the cute hippo."
No.
They kill more people
Yeah, they
than
kill
the
more
other
people
animals.
than anything.
Just because it's a herbivore, it's an omnivore actually, if I recall. They will fuck up a crocodile for funsies.
Yeah.
And
There's a bunch of them in the Amazon. They're called cocaine hippos.
Okay.
And they have no natural predator because they were brought in for Escobar, the drug dealer. And there's no natural predators there, so they're fucking destroying everything in the Amazon.
yeah, because again, they don't fucking live there. Well, not naturally. Now they do, and that's the
Right.
problem of if it lives there, it should totally be allowed to live there forever.
No. Kill them
Okay.
all.
Yep. Florida should be a prime
Come
example
on.
of that, but yeah, list other places. I fucking dare them. Yeah. So that's
Come at me, I fucking dare you.
people blow my mind at at the sheer ignorance. These are also the same people who want to go pet the bison in Yellowstone and then go, "Oh my gosh, look at the cute herbivore," and it's
We
like
have to kill it.
the signs say stay back 25 feet. That's not fat, that's muscle. To hold up their fucking horns. Like, live tonight.
Look at that sexy
Hey, that's
bitch.
me.
You're the cover boy.
I'll take it.
I'm not sure if you saw it, so
did.
I wanted to show you.
Thought it was
While
great.
Oni was talking.
Sweet.
So we have I don't know if Oni saw hers. Did you see your promo, Oni?
No, and it's fine. I don't need to see it.
Oh, too late.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I think it looks classy.
Looks good.
Looks good.
Looks fucking awesome. Now I'm all blurry. I gotta do Soda. I know Soda's gonna be like the winking one. Yeah, as far as introduced species, what is it? The python down here?
Oh my
Which
god.
ones?
The Burmese pythons, the huge ones.
Burmese and reticulated pythons both live in Florida, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
They are not native though.
They're
I'm
introduced species.
fucking
yeah.
aware of that.
14.
Where do you think Burmese pythons come from?
Burma.
Burmese.
They come from Burmese.
They do a
Burmese
freaking,
nuts.
they do a
Wow.
freaking Jesus. They do a damn what the heck is it called?
My anaconda don't
Don't want. No, let's see. God, buns, son.
You could do side bends, I'll sit up.
They do special hunts for them every year.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned this before on the live. The way that you're supposed to hunt them, and it's a competition too, but the way you're supposed to do it and get rewarded for it, because PETA got involved, they insist that you do this humanely. So
Didn't they say to shoot it in the head or something?
it's called pithing, where you literally
Pithing?
supposed to draw a X from their jawbone across their skull, and where that intersects, you're supposed to take a scraping tool and scrape their brains out. You're not allowed to hunt them with regular guns. You have to hunt them with air rifles. And you're not supposed to hunt them. There's a certain way you're supposed to hunt them, and then when you capture them, you're supposed to execute them by scraping their brains out their skulls.
Alrighty then.
Okay,
How
if
is
you're
that
gonna shoot me,
humane?
if you're gonna shoot me
Not.
with the difference between an air rifle, an actual rifle, or scooping my brains out with a lobotomy, I think I'd rather you just fucking shoot me. I'm
Right?
just putting that fucking out there. And
PETA's
PETA,
so stupid.
PETA, I want to ask you. We make fun
Wow.
of snakes for not having limbs, okay?
You can't have an opposable thumb.
Do you know what these fuckers do? How they hunt? You want someone to approach that in mating season? Really?
My snake is uncontrollable during mating season.
Hello.
We have a mating season?
Hello, Cairo.
Aren't they're over aggressive during mating season, Ras? That's when it's really over aggressive. Oni, you block out or something. There.
She's trying to recover her mind.
Okay.
Did my beard just come alive? No, that was my cat.
His beard came alive
Chief's
with the
deadly
sound of
tube
music.
snake. Well,
It's just so
these are blue pills every day.
the whole idea is there's a bounty on these particular snakes because they are super invasive in Florida, obviously. And again, PETA getting involved just kind of messed shit up. You can't hunt with a regular rifle. You have to hunt with an air rifle. Now, there are such things as lethal air rifles.
You're
I mean,
supposed
yeah,
to.
of
You're
course,
They
supposed
are
to.
as expensive as regular rifles, but why are you telling me that I have to stun the creature and then scrape its brains out
that's not fucking humane.
Properly, humanely execute them?
Humanely execute would be shoot it, blow its
Right.
fucking head off,
Right?
and like I don't like the idea of us having to kill these reptiles. Okay, I love these reptiles. I think they're gorgeous, and I think they're beautiful. They serve a very important place in the food chain. The problem is people have brought them to a food chain. They are completely disrupting.
Yeah.
These reptiles are a danger in their own habitats because they do eat people. They eat adult people.
They can.
Anacondas as well. Not just children, not just animals, humans, adult humans. They're known to do this, which is why they're not supposed to have a large population of them. They have other predators out there.
Well, there's definitely a large population of them now.
But now here, and the problem is, not only do they not have natural predators besides the humans, it's the fact that these pythons tend to lay large clutches of eggs. If you don't find them, you just have more pythons. And as if they don't have enough other invasive species like piranha, lionfish, snakehead, crocodiles, all sorts of fucking things that don't exist. And arguably, no, I'm not going to say that one.
Chieftains.
What do you mean, Kilo? What do you mean by how large?
They mix with other snake species
Because
too.
reticulated pythons are known to be, as far as we're aware of, the longest snakes on record. Oh, if I recall, I think it's going to be like 15 to 20 eggs per clutch, but don't quote me on that.
Wow.
Let me double check that.
Better make sure there's none in the Jeep when you send it. Just saying.
Oh, I'm just putting alligator eggs.
Oh,
well, that's fine.
Wow, can't spell either. That's nice.
I was gonna put my decals in there, and I just got an email message from them. I gotta mail them back, and they'll give me a refund.
Really?
Females usually lay clutches of 20 to 40 eggs. Depending on body size, though, could be over 100.
A whole bowl of danger ramen.
So that,
yeah, if you like your ramen noodles as big around as that.
Yeah, so don't get me wrong. I love snakes, especially. I think they're beautiful, and there's a lot that we still don't know about them. But again, there's a reason why they have lived on Earth as long as they have. The only problem with egg eater snakes is they don't tend to be very big. Most egg eater snakes don't even live here in Florida, to my knowledge.
It's not the size; it's how you use them.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, you're right, Jason. And some of those fuckers are hideous to behold. And again, just probably need to stop introducing shit. Just stop. If it doesn't live there naturally, don't fucking let it. Great Kazoo, that does not surprise me either. Because again, they are successful because they don't need all their babies to survive. They just need one. Well, they need one, and someone else needs to have that other one as well. That way, they're not turning into the Habsburg dynasty. But yeah, no, it's don't get me wrong, love animals, but at the same time, we are animals too, and it is our duty as humans to not fuck up the ecosystem that fucking bad. That's really bad. And unfortunately, because humans decided to be stupid, now we have to fucking kill animals because we couldn't fix it. Now, I've heard they're edible. I haven't heard it's super good, but you know, I'd use some snake leather. That sounds pretty fucking cool. I mean,
You ever have alligator, Oni?
I'm sorry?
You ever eaten alligator before?
No, but I've heard it tastes like chicken. I've eaten frog legs. That tastes like chicken.
duck. Yeah.
I don't think it tastes like chicken, but it does taste good. I do like alligator meat.
It's a little bit fattier, like duck. I would imagine, because I had fried alligator tail.
Of course, they'd fry it.
Well, I was in Austin, Texas. It was a street vendor.
Of course you
That wouldn't surprise me.
We have alligator fest down the road, so you can get it grilled, fried, alligator balls.
What? Alligators have balls?
No, that's what I said. They just take the meat, roll it into a ball, and fry it.
Oh, okay.
I said the same thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not
like
right.
alligator.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me. The two freaking college professors.
I was much younger before college. Thank you. I don't even think I was 21 yet. Yeah, I wasn't. I was like 20, 19.
Are Oni, were you hinting around that pythons are edible?
I mean, technically anything is edible. It's just whether or not you're
Right.
gonna have a second taste.
Right, but is it something that
People
you could
eat,
probably
yes.
get?
Don't they eat them on like the survival shows all the time?
But
that doesn't count. Naked and Afraid doesn't count.
would it be
I don't watch Naked and
delicious?
Afraid.
I doubt it.
I don't
I mean,
imagine that snake meat is going to taste that much different than like alligator meat.
Yeah,
well,
it's a
here's the thing
reptile,
though.
so, like pig and humans, it tastes the same.
Okay.
To me, it's like how much
You never ate human.
the difference between a lot of different meats is how tough is it? How gamey
Right.
is it?
Gamey is a good word. Yes.
So given that with snakes, they have different forms of locomotion, but especially because pythons are constrictor snakes, they kill things by literally suffocating
Choking
it
the
to
life
death.
out of them.
Yeah. They can't choke without my consent.
What?
They
Wow.
can't choke without my consent. I have a safe
Okay.
word.
If you,
It's a joke.
yeah.
That went over like a lead balloon. Okay.
Because of all that being muscle, I don't think it would taste very good.
Yeah, lean, right?
But I mean, people eat rattlesnake out in the West. I don't know what that
Soda
tastes
loves
like.
that.
I've heard it's pretty gamey as well. I
Definitely
know
eat it
in
here.
certain places they'll stick a venomous snake in alcohol and just that's a delicacy. But I'm sure it tastes at least good enough if you had enough barbecue sauce. So
Or hot.
Look,
yeah,
I know
that's true.
I know there
Yeah,
is
Joe.
a sake that is actually called snake venom, and it is a poisonous snake that they freaking leave to sit
poisonous.
inside of the damn sake.
I'm aware, but it's not poisonous.
It's not.
There's like one snake that is actually poisonous. It's
my snake's
venomous.
poisonous.
Yeah, it is.
Fine.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'd eat snake.
I would.
I don't know if I'd be able to do it.
Kazoo. Just talk to Soda. He might have you he might airship you some or airdrop you some.
Yeah, probably go get it at the supermarket.
Anyways, I
Not
think
cheap
we
to
have-
snake though.
We've had a wonderful discussion tonight.
Yes.
I found this show to be rather entertaining, but I don't think we have any other topics to cover.
No, we're good. That's all we got. So.
Muy bueno.
I don't know that I would call this a distraction, Oni. This was a long discussion that down a rabbit trail that I kind of
like that
created.
And it seems Oni, and it seems that people that watch the show really like it when we riff like that.
Can you
I
find
get
my
that
hat
a
on the floor?
lot. Like people are like, oh, we love the topics, but we like it when you guys go off topic too. But you can, it's organized so well that we can go off top and on. Don't ever apologize for that. Like if there's an issue, we mention it later. But it's good. Like people, like look at the chat. Like holy shit, if the chat's engaging,
I'm pretty
it's a good
sure
thing,
Oni
right?
could make this hat.
Oh, Oni could definitely make that hat.
That would be
US,
awesome.
He could buy one.
On behalf of Black Light Oni, Hero the IT guy, our cover boy for Friday.
My bookshelf is crooked. Sorry.
Sorry, it's been bothering me on the show.
I'm sure it has. I'm crooked. I said that before you got in here. I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm
you very much are. Now, don't send me any more of those pictures, Soda, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's only a little bit to the left. I mean, come on. Night, everybody. We love you.
Have a good one, guys.
Good night. I'm Chieftain signing off and lagging out.
Bye, Astarion.